Hello again, everybody. David Clary, Mark and Shauna Hayes here at the Wildcat Arena, getting set for another night of Oak Ridge High School basketball. The Wildcats taking on the West High Rebels and the Lady Rebels in what should be an interesting night of basketball. A lot of different things can happen. Shauna Hayes, you have more information about tonight's game.
Yes, thank you, David. Tonight, actually, the Lady Wildcats will try their win of the 7th District Championship in a row under Oak Ridge head coach Paige Taylor and give themselves the opportunity to be the top seed at next week's district tournament. The Lady Wildcats have already secured a first-round bye and can finish no worse than second in the standings, but even a win tonight and a share of the championship doesn't mean they'll be at the top seed. Because of Oak Ridge and Powell split during the regular season, they would finish in a tie and share the title, and then top seed would be decided not on the floor but by a random number drawing. This happened in the 2018-19 when the Lady Wildcats finished with a tie with Campbell County to only lose the drawing and enter both tournaments as a second seed. Oak Ridge did win both tournaments, but the road was tougher to get to the final game. Lady Wildcats entered tonight's game after a loss to a very good Alcoa team. That loss ended a 9-game winning streak for the Lady Wildcats. It was their first loss in 2022. West cannot say the same thing. West has yet to win a game this season, going 0-20. One of their 20 losses came to Oak Ridge, 72-35 at West 2 weeks ago. This is not a recent trend for the Lady because West has not had a winning season since the 2010-2011 season. That season, they advanced all the way to the state tournament. This season, they just want to win one game. Oak Ridge leads the series at 13-0 since their first game since 1979. Oak Ridge about to have a very busy 5 days to close out the season. Tonight at home against West. Saturday also here at the arena against Fulton. And then Monday night here against Clinton. The Clinton game will be a senior night. Oak Ridge will learn their seeding tomorrow at the district meeting and will begin district tournament play 1 week from tomorrow in Campbell County. If they are number 1 seed, they will play the winner of Karnes and Central. And if they're number 2 seed, they will play the winner of Campbell County and West. Campbell County on their home floor will be a tough assignment. Oak Ridge has won the past 6 district tournament championships. Tonight, individual game will be sponsored by Nathan Miser and Shelter Insurance in Oak Ridge. We'd like to thank Nathan and his continued support of Oak Ridge Athletics and tonight's broadcast on prepradio.com. Channel 15 in our YouTube stream. The TSSAA has a rights fee to stream tournament games, so we will need additional sponsors if we are to stream after the Clinton game. If you are interested, please contact David for more information. Our seasonal sponsors include Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Fox Insurance Group, Mortgage Investors Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm. We are on prepradio.com, Channel 15, and attempting to stream on YouTube as well. We'll take our first break, and when we return, Mike will have the starting lineup, and Dave will return with the play-by-play. It's Oak Ridge and West, and we'll be back with more in 3 minutes.
Any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laurel Ann Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, getting set for Lady Wildcat basketball, getting a chance to win yet another district championship. As we're about to have the national anthem, I see the Navy ROTC group getting ready to present the colors down on the Wildcat Arena. Starting a kind of a big flurry of basketball here, Mark. The Wildcats taking on West tonight, Fulton on Saturday, and Clinton on Monday to close out the regular season. We'll talk more about that throughout the course of the night. There's a nice-looking group of young men and ladies down on the floor, and they're about to present the colors, and we'll have our national anthem here from the Wildcat Arena.
What's so bright?
And another great job by the Navy ROTC group here as we get ready for Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcat basketball. Mark, Lady Wildcats with an opportunity to win at least a share of the district championship. The Powell Lady Panthers have already concluded their district schedule at 9-1. And the Lady Wildcats trying to go 9-1 as well. But to do so and to win a share of the title, they've got to win tonight. And you've got the starting lineups.
Thank you very much, David. Starting for first the West High Lady Rebels. They're going to come out with number 3, Imani Harden, followed by number 11, Abby Gray, number 23, Aisha Adeberquid, number 24, Kaylee Newman, and number 20, Samantha Sanowski. Starting for the Lady Wildcats, they're going to come out with number 10, Ayana Porter, followed by Samaj Clark, number 11, number 23, Lauren Hart back in the starting lineup for the Lady Wildcats, Cannon Green, number 24, and number 34, Jenna Johnson.
And we're just moments away from the start of this ball game. The lineups being introduced. It's been a tough season, Mark, for the West High Lady Rebels. They come into this game at 0-20 on the year, coached by former Powell standout Caitlin Holyfield. I know she's had better days against Oak Ridge when she was a player, but boy, West has struggled this year.
Yeah, and that's really kind of surprising, Dave, because I remember when we played them at West, I didn't think they looked like an 0-20 team, you know. So I'm kind of surprised that they did not get a win this year.
Lady Wildcats coming off of a loss here. They had won 9 consecutive ball games going into the Alcoa ball game. Ran into a hot shooting team that night, Mark.
Yeah, they did. As you said, David, Lady Wildcats being introduced and selfie down on the floor. That's unique.
Yes. I don't know if you heard what I said. As I hear Travis Free, the public address announcer, blaring out the starting lineups here. We're on YouTube here, Mark. Cross your fingers. So far, so good.
Yeah, hopefully it'll stay that way. As we say, I think every game we have been working on it. We've been testing it, and hopefully our test will bear fruit tonight.
We're on Channel 15. We're on our Prep Radio YouTube channel. We're on prepradio.com as we're about to get underway here from the Wildcat Arena. The good news is we might see Gracie Herron tonight for the first time all year. She injured her knee in the preseason, and hopefully she'll get a chance to get a little playing time. Good to see Lauren Hart back in the lineup here. She has been ill. As Jenna Johnson prepares to jump, the ball is easily controlled by Oak Ridge, and we're underway. Samaj Clark with it, goes into Jenna, kicks the ball back out to Lauren, top of the circle, works it over to Ayana, to Kennan Green along the left side, works the ball to Ayana. Freshman point guard, re-squares the floor, brings it to the top of the key, now drives in, nice pass. Inside Jenna Johnson, shot is up, no good. Does draw the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. Yesterday on the TV show, Mark, I had the opportunity to speak to Jenna and Ayana Porter. This is Jenna Johnson at the line right now, and I asked Jenna if there was a time that she thinks she'll be able to dunk, and she says that is my goal. The way she can jump, Mark, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think we all noted, she had a layup where she had a little takeoff approach at Clinton that looked like she was going to try to dunk, and she wasn't too far away from the rim.
She hits both free throws, and here comes West down the floor, moving right to left, wearing their all gray with red and blue. You have to get the ball across the line. They are taking an eternity, but somebody doesn't pick up that young lady, and they easily get it across the line. West works the ball, and then the ball is taken away by Lauren, saved away by Jenna Johnson. Jenna Johnson, the Lady Wildcats, dribbling down the floor. Jenna had Samaj early, goes inside to her, backs over to Cannon. Cannon back to Lauren. She thought about shooting a three, will not shoot it from the free throw line, backs it up to Ayana, who drives the paint. There's Samaj. She's going to drive in, wide open for a layup. Good. Nice drive by Samaj Clark, and the Lady Wildcats have a 4-0 lead.
Great job. Great ball movement that time, David, as Jenna Johnson brought the ball down. And she tried to get it down to the post, but there wasn't a shot available.
Lady Rebel basketball just underway here from the Wildcat Arena. 6:51 to play here in the first period. 4-0 Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats need a victory, and they'll have a District 3 championship, at least a share of one with the Powell Lady Panthers. Tomorrow, Mark, is when they have their district meeting and we'll find out what seeding they would be. If they win, obviously, they'll be their first or second. They've already clinched second place, but if in a tiebreaker situation, they go to just basically drawing a number. And 2 times in a row when we tied Campbell County for the district championship in the regular season, Coach Taylor lost the drawing. So hopefully she'll do a better job tomorrow as the West continues to work their offense.
Yeah, we hope so. Just the thing that I'm not as much looking forward to is the place or the location of the district tournament, David.
It's in Campbell County this year. It was supposed to be in Campbell County a year ago, but because of COVID, they moved it to Oak Ridge. Whoever won the regular season district championship got a chance to host, and that's what happened. And that's 2 years in a row we got a chance to host the district tournament. Free throw is on its way up good, and West is on the board, 4-1 our score. Lady Wildcats looked a little bit flat-footed on defense on that possession. Now the Lady Rebels back to the free throw line they go. Second toss is up, in and out, no good. Jenna's got the rebound, bump but no foul. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. The freshman brings it across the line. Here comes Samaj in the paint. She's going to be fouled by the Lady Rebels. Took a nasty tumble to the floor here at Jill Pruden Court. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. Lady Wildcats, Kenan Green will work the ball in for Oak Ridge, and it comes to Samaj. Thought about shooting, will not. Swings the ball to her right and gives it over to Ayana Porter. Ayana had vacated the spot, but she was able to get back and corral the ball in. Now Ayana's free for 3. It's on its way. It's up. Good. 3-point shot for the freshman, and the Lady Wildcats have a 7-1 lead here, 5:40 to play. A much better start tonight than we saw at West about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it is, and it's great to see Ayana getting a three-pointer so early in the ball game, David, as she seems to be struggling from three-point land of late.
Did they just call a jump ball on that? It was a clean rebound by Jenna Johnson, but they reached in and I guess tied her up, and it's going to be West basketball on the alternate possession. They work the ball in. They'll set up their offense. 7-1 the score. West with the basketball. They leave a wide-open shooter on the wing up, no good. On the rebound, West has it along the baseline. They scoot the ball to the right block, and then there's going to be a travel called against the West High Rebels. 5:15 to play first quarter. We are just underway here from the Wildcat Arena. We have the boys game to follow. We had a junior varsity ball game earlier, won by Oak Ridge, 79-58. Incidentally, for Ayana Porter, that was her 15th made three-pointer for the freshman in this season here. And hopefully we have a lot more basketball to be played here. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats in the lead, 7-1, 4:57 to play. Top of the circle, it goes to Lauren Hart, along to Samaj, inside to Jenna, who takes one dribble, can't shoot. There's another 3 on its way. It's up, and it's good again. Another 3-point shot by Ayana Porter, and the Lady Wildcats have a 10-1 lead.
Like I said, Dave, great to see her hitting those threes so early in this ball game. It's her second, she has 6 points.
Getting a chance to, here's nearly a steal by Ayana, saved by West. They've got the ball, top of the circle, dribbling out with it. Number 3, that'll be Harden. She is a junior guard. They list her at 5 foot tall. I remember her about 3 weeks ago when we played them. She was quicker than quick, and we'll have to watch her again tonight. West with the basketball, down 9, 10-1 the score. Lady Wildcats trying to win their 15th game. Here's another deflection and a steal by Oak Ridge's Kenan Green. Here it goes to Ayana. Ayana then has the ball ripped out of her fingertips, might have dribbled it off her own foot into the on-waiting body of one of the Lady Rebels. It'll be West coming down the floor here at the Wildcat Arena. We played 4 minutes of the first quarter here. We appreciate Nathan Meiser. He's going to be our individual game sponsor today. He's of Shelter Insurance. He's a longtime sponsor of our broadcast, whether in football season or basketball, and we appreciate him greatly. 10-1 our score. West very patient with their offense, Mark.
Yeah, they are. But the Lady Wildcats are doing a great job staying in their defense, and, they've only given up 1 point so far to West.
3:32 to play first quarter. Harden with the basketball, works the ball to the corner. They look to lob it down low to the post player. Little mismatch in terms of size inside as there's a deflection and another near steal. And indeed, Jenna Johnson has it to Samaj Clark. Here comes Samaj feeding it up to Lauren Hart for the shot. Good. Lauren has her first 2 points, and Coach Hollifield calls a timeout. 3:15 to play first quarter. So far, so good. If you're a Lady Wildcat fan, 12-1 our score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds. David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes here at the Wildcat Arena. Mark, seems like just the other day we were, gearing up, heading to the Wildcat Arena for the McMinn County season opener, and here we go. We only have 3 regular season ball games left as Gracie Herron has come into the ball game for the first time this year. But 3 more games, 2 games after tonight. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, tell you what, the basketball season sure does fly by, David.
Gracie Herron in the ball game. She tore her ACL. This is an incredible story how medical advances have really taken over, especially on the orthopedic side. Gracie tore her ACL right before the season started. She's rehabbed it, and she's had surgery. And guess what? She's on the floor right now for the Lady Wildcats. That's incredible.
Yeah, it really is. I remember when an ACL was 6 months. Not near that anymore. More like 6 weeks.
The thing about Gracie, though, is that she is going to be way out of shape here. But it's good to just have her back there. She's going to be a good post presence for the Lady Wildcats going forward. Samaj with the basketball, dribbles in, wants to shoot a little 5-footer, hits the rim, no good. Gracie on the rebound, up, no good. Rebounded back by Samaj. Lady Wildcats set it up to Ayana Porter again. Into Gracie along the baseline, backs it up to Demetria. Demetria can't control the pass. It goes off her fingertips, out of bounds. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lady Wildcats in a 12-1 game with the lead to this point. And here comes West once again trying to get their first field goal of the night. The boys game will follow here on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. We're streaming the game live on the internet right now on our Prep Radio channel. And there's a 5-second call against the West High Rebels. Got a good-looking picture on YouTube right now. Hopefully we've got good sound. Our sound Nazis out there, I can't use that word anymore, I guess. Our sound listeners, hopefully, will get back with us as Lindsay Cleveland gets her first 2 points of the game. It's a 14-1 lead for the Lady Wildcats. Lindsay's first 2. Here come the Lady Rebels down the floor, and this doesn't even look like the same team that we saw the other night over at West.
No, I agree, David. I'm not sure if you agree with me or not, but, they played a really good game against us when we were at West, and, really surprised that they did not have a win on their season.
Oak Ridge basketball, Samaj in the right corner, looks to Gracie down on the right block, backs it over to Ayana Porter. She works the ball left to the top. It goes once again to Cleveland, inside to Gracie. Gracie turns and pulls up and shoots. Gracie Herron has her first 2 points of the year, and that's really great to see.
It really is, and she did a great job. That's her second shot of the night. First one was a short one too, and she gets the steal.
Here come the Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor once again. Here it goes to the top of the circle. Another 3 on its way. Good. You talk about on fire, Lady Wildcats. Ayana Porter drills in another 3.
That's her third, David. She has 9 of Oak Ridge's 19 points so far.
Here come the Lady Rebels up with a shot, no good. Another rebound by Oak Ridge. Samaj Clark has it. Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Samaj dribbles right, gives it out to Lindsay in the right corner. Lindsay Cleveland swings the ball out to the top. Nice save on a high pass by Demetria Strickland inside to Gracie at the free throw line. Swings it back to Samaj. Samaj takes a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge. The smallest player on the floor, Ayana Porter, pulls down the board. Here comes Samaj inside to Gracie. The pass is a little bit low, and it scoots out of bounds. It'll be West with the basketball coming down the floor. West has never beaten Oak Ridge in women's basketball. Mark, they are 0-13. They had a girl named, I think her name was Crystal Kessler, back in around 2004, 2005. You talk about a great basketball player, and her dad, Chris Kessler, was the head coach there, and they just in 2011, they went all the way to the state semifinals, but since that time, they have not had a winning record as another travel has been called against West. With all the talent they have on the boys' side and in football, kind of surprising, but it's been since 2011 since the girls' program had a winning season.
Yeah, I agree with you, David. That is surprising because West has had some tremendous athletes. Just look at their football team that they've had in the last few years.
Wildcats have Emily Lindsay in the ball game now. Here comes a nice driving layup attempt and a shot. Good. Lady Wildcats score inside. Demetria Strickland with that one. And Oak Ridge now leads West 21-1. I don't think they've put it up on the scoreboard, though, Mark.
You are correct because I said it was 19. We had 19 earlier.
Final 4 seconds of the first quarter. They work the ball down low. They kick it and they throw the ball away. Lady Wildcats, they put the score on the wrong side. It is 21-1. The Lady Wildcats in the lead after one quarter. Let's take a break. We'll send it back to the station. We'll be back following this 60-second timeout.
I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here, 21-1. The Lady Wildcats on top of the Lady Rebels. A victory tonight, and Oak Ridge shares a portion of the District 3 championship. It would be the third time under Coach Paige Taylor that the Lady Wildcats have shared a championship. And Campbell County, as the Lady Wildcats turn the ball over. Campbell County and Oak Ridge did it a couple times, and as we mentioned, Mark, unfortunately, they didn't get the top seed in that tournament, which makes it much more difficult as a missed shot by West, rebounded by Lindsay. Cleveland pushes it up the floor to Demetria. Demetria's going to drive. Nice move on the block. Goes in for the shot. Up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Emily Lindsay. Unfortunately, though, Mark, we lost. And it just makes it tougher because you have to play the higher seeded teams if you're that number 2 seeded team as compared to the number 1. So getting that number 1 seed, because you know as well as I do, we've got some pretty good teams. Campbell County is really coming on strong right now. Another missed shot rebounded by Kate LaFoon, who's in the ball game. Emily Lindsay's in there. Demetria Strickland, Lindsay Cleveland. You'd rather be playing a 5th or 6th place team as opposed to a 3rd or 4th place team. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. 21-1 is our score. 7:09 to play second quarter. Oak Ridge basketball. Lindsay Cleveland, top of the circle. Works the ball to Cannon Green. Back in the ball game. Back to Lindsay. Around to Demetria. Demetria swings it out to Cannon. Cannon drives the paint. Nice looking shot. No good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Kayla Foon had it and is fouled as she pulled down the rebound. Not in the act of shooting. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. 6:54 to play here in this second quarter. 21-1 our score. Mark?
Yeah, nice drive that time by Cannon Green. Oh, nice inbounds play to number 42, Emily Lindsay. Shot up, no good. Rebound and a foul called.
Foul called against the West Lady Rebels is going to send Kate LaFoon to the free throw line. Kate on the season is a 71.4% free throw shooter on the year. She hasn't had a whole lot of attempts at the line, but she's done good work while she's been there. I just jinxed her as she misses that one. She was 5 of 7 coming into that free throw right there. She'll have another opportunity. 21-1 Lady Wildcats. Kate back to the line. Shot good. And the Lady Wildcat lead is 22-1. Here comes West down the floor, moving right to left here, wearing their red, blue, and white. The Wildcats, Lindsay Cleveland anticipates the pass, picks it off, pushes it up to Cannon. Cannon at the free throw line, goes inside to Emily Lindsay, who backs it up for a 3. It's on its way. No good. Rebound, West. Here comes Harden down the floor, about to be swept by Emily Lindsay. She couldn't get the ball away from her, and West will set up their offense. 6:25 to play, second quarter, 22-1. Lady Wildcats in the lead. It's a totally different ball game. We've talked about that a couple times here. Totally different game than what we saw at West. Maybe Oak Ridge was flat. Maybe West had the best game of the year, but for whatever reason, this looks like an 0-20 team right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to say, but yes, the Lady Wildcats get a foul on number 12. That's Lindsay Cleveland. That'd be her first, team second of the first half.
District tournament will begin for the Lady Wildcats a week from Friday up in Campbell County as the Lady Rebels hit the free throw there. Lady Wildcats substituting Green and Cleveland out. Lauren Hart and Jenna Johnson back in. We've got Emily Lindsay in the ballgame, Kate LaFoon, as well as Demetria Strickland. 22-2 the score. Second toss, good. They have yet to hit a field goal, Mark.
Yeah, I was looking at that. There are 3 of 4 from the free throw line. That's all their points.
Here comes Jenna at the free throw line, swings it out to Demetria, who dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds, and Demetria not too happy with herself. As I was saying, the Lady Wildcats' first game, we won't know the times until tomorrow, but they will play their first game in the district a week from Friday up at Campbell County. It'll be in the semifinals. The tournament will begin for other teams before that as they launch a shot up, no good, rebound, knocked away and taken away by West. The boys will play on Saturday, also in the semifinals. That's a tough foul called against Oak Ridge. That'll be Saturday, a week from this Saturday, up in Campbell County. So Wildcats have from Monday, Lady Wildcats have from Monday till Friday. The guys have from Monday till Saturday off before they start district play as the ball knocked out of bounds by Jenna Johnson. That's a big layoff, I think, as you get prepared for a team that is already having played one ball game when you get to that tournament.
And I think that's actually one of the disadvantages of finishing high is that the fact that you have such a long time off. You'd much rather be playing, in my opinion.
And the advantage of it, obviously, and we've talked about this really for the last 3 weeks or so, if you win the district or you finish second, you get that automatic bye to the semifinals and an automatic berth to the region tournament. So you're guaranteed, including tonight, at least six games. And you're guaranteed of that. You're guaranteed the final 3 that we have here, Fulton, West, and Clinton. And then, of course, 2 district games and 1 game in the region. So we know we have, after tonight, at least 5 games for the boys, 5 games for the girls. But I agree with you. That layoff, sometimes you go against a team that's already played 1 game on that floor in a district tournament setting, and you have it. And we've seen first-round ball games that have been a struggle. As Oak Ridge gets the ball inside to Kate LaFoon, she can't control the pass. It goes out of bounds. 4:48 to play. If you just tuned in, Gracie Herron, who's been out all season long, who was one of our top scorers a year ago, second leading scorer, I believe, on the team a year ago, got her first opportunity to play in a basketball game tonight. She scored her first 2 points, picked up a steal, so it's great to have Gracie back. I guess the big challenge for Gracie, obviously, and I remember when she tore her other knee, this is the second time she's had an ACL tear. She was very tentative on it, as you would expect. She's a senior, and she wants to play college basketball. There's a couple things. Just kind of get over that fear of, okay, I tore my ACL. I've got to be careful on it. And the other fear is, or other problem would be just not being in shape as the West Rebels continue to still not have a field goal here. They miss another shot, and the Wildcats get a rebound. Those are the 2 things I think you most worry about with Gracie.
Yeah, I was trying to look. It looked like I thought they called a foul, but apparently they just called the ball out of bounds. But, yeah, I agree. You have 2 valid points there as far as Gracie. But, I can't remember the Lady Wildcat's name, but there was a former Lady Wildcat who she still got a college scholarship, even though, honestly, it seemed like most of her career here she was injured. But I think she did a lot with AAU.
Destiny Kastner, I think that's probably who you're thinking about. She scored her 1,000th point the other night for Bryan College and her 500th rebound. So once she got away from Oak Ridge High School, the injuries and illnesses went away from her, and she scored her 1,000th point last week. Isn't that crazy?
That is great. That is incredible to hear, David. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, she's such a sweet girl anyways. The Lady Wildcats had another bucket a moment ago while we were babbling, and the Wildcats setting it up once again. Jenna's going to shoot a 3. It's on its way. No good. Off the rim. Kate battles for the rebound, and I think she's going to be tied up, and that is the case. 3:33 to play, second quarter, 24-3. Who was the other young lady a moment ago while we were talking who scored as Caitlin Hollifield calls a timeout? Why don't we just take it with them? We'll come back and talk about it in a moment. Lady Wildcats on top, 24-3. Back in 60 seconds.
Tennessee Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today. Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. Gas appliances run more efficiently. You need it. Precise heat control for cooking and can dry clothes in about half the time. Natural gas provides comfort you can feel and savings your family can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org today.
We're live here at the Wildcat Arena. David Clary, Mark, and Shauna Haste here. Lady Wildcats have yet to give up a field goal, Mark. They lead it 24-3, and this is a team that put some points on the board the other day against us. But tonight it's just been a totally different story. Clamped down defense by the Lady Wildcats, and right now they haven't hit a field goal as the Lady Rebels try to work the ball in. The reach-in foul might be called against Gracie there. 3:17 to play. Lady Wildcats have Gracie Heron in the ball game along with Jenna Johnson. Samaj Clark's back in the ball game. Lady Wildcats have Lauren Hart in and along with Ayana Porter. All the original starters with the exception of Cannon. Here's a shot. Good. They hit a three, and that's their first field goal of the night. It comes at 3:12 to play. The Lady Wildcats run the floor. Lauren's got a layup. Good. Lauren Hart scores just like that for the Lady Wildcats. 3 minutes to play here in the second period here at the Wildcat Arena. Jill Pruden Court. Whistle blows away from the ball. Official comes over. Saw a shove, I guess, away from the ball. And I didn't see it, but he saw it. And doesn't seem to be much arguing out there. It'll be a personal foul called, I believe. And it'll be the Lady Rebels of West High School with the basketball underneath the goal. Saturday night, we expect a big crowd as the Lady Wildcats and guys take on the Fulton Falcons. Monday night, the Wildcats entertain the Clinton Dragons, and that is it for the regular season. Mark, we talked about this, I think, on Monday, but, you know, right after the Clinton ball game with Oak Ridge on Friday, they came back and lost to Powell in a ball game. Here's a steal by Gracie. Gracie's going to go coast to coast with it. Nope, I think she thought wisely of it and backs it up. It's just so shocking that Powell, not that Powell's a bad team, is Samaj Clark just knocks down a shot, but Powell knocking off Clinton.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Powell's good. I mean, they really are. They give us fits year after year, and I don't think this year is all that much different. So, you know, I'm not terribly surprised. I was thinking you were talking about the Powell boys, but that would be very surprising.
That's what I was talking about. The Powell boys beat Clinton on the next night that they played after us.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not realize that. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess, you know, they got so hyped for our game that they probably thought adrenaline was going to carry them through the Powell game.
28-6 is our score here. We're on YouTube. We're on prepradio.com. We're on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. I don't say this enough, but I appreciate David Cologne. He's the teacher at the Oak Ridge broadcasting class, and he puts us on Channel 15 anytime we have a ball game. As Lady Wildcats come down the floor with a great fast break there, finished off nicely by Ayana Porter, and she was fouled and will have an opportunity for a three-point play.
To the line for the Lady Wildcats, David, is Ayana Porter. She now has 11 points in the ballgame. First individual for the Lady Wildcats to be in double figures. 9 of those have come on three-point shots.
Free throw is up good. Ayana having a fine night. I had such a good time with her and Jenna yesterday on the Off the Glass television show. I also had a chance to have Grayson Strader and Brennan Scott, Caden Updegraff, and Lucas Searcy on the show. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you a funny question that Caden asked Grayson Strader. It might be a little piece of information to you, a little high school drama. Not drama, but it was – I laughed about it all night long. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Jenna Johnson's going to go coast to coast, go in for the shot. No good. I think she kind of took off a little bit before she got to the spot where she needed to. You know, even Jenna can't jump from that far out as the Lady Rebels kind of work it down here with a minute to play here in the first half, 31-6. The Lady Wildcats are in the lead. At halftime mark, we'll have the first half statistics. We'll have the boys game to follow. The boys junior varsity won 79-58 today. Almost a foul there by Oak Ridge. They worked the ball inside. Their court spacing is just not good at all here. 40 seconds to play, but the Wildcats are going to bail them out here. I know you probably don't know this, but Grayson Strader has dated Cannon Green probably since the Jefferson days. Caden asked Grayson last night on the air, live television, what's it like dating Coach Green's daughter?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I laughed about that most of the night. There's a shot up, no good by West. Rebounded, and Grayson, with poise and a very red face, kind of answered it in a nice way. And basically, he said words to the effect of, "Well, Coach Green's a lot different at home away from the basketball court," which kind of tells me, he's not as intense as he is on the basketball court as West throws the ball away. But I laughed about that all night.
Yeah. And I've seen that in other coaches, David, where they're just Darren Birdwell comes to mind immediately when you think of two different personalities, coaching and not coaching.
Gracie Herron just scored another bucket here, and they get a long three off, hits the top of the backboard, and that is the end of the first half. So a lot of good things happening here tonight. Lady Wildcats, if they can hold on, and they look like they're going to do it, they will have a share of the district championship in the regular season and a chance to be the top seed. We won't know until tomorrow when they draw numbers. Gracie Herron's back with us. She's already got 4 points and a couple steals, and that's always good to see. And it's always fun, Mark, especially when you got so many games back-to-back, when you get a chance to play a lot of different players for a couple reasons, just to keep fresh legs and just to make practice and just life much more enjoyable when everybody gets a chance to play.
Yeah, I mean, because even when the players who are further down the bench get to play, I mean, usually the starters are very excited for them. As looks like we're about to have a honoring ceremony at halftime, David, probably of the color guard.
Okay, maybe we can pick that up with the audio down from Coach Travis Free. We'll kind of square the camera up and get a good look at them. I guess this will be their senior night. It's not a senior night for the Wildcats. I think Jenna's out there, I believe, because I believe her brother is in the ROTC, and she not in the dressing room listening to Coach Taylor. But this is important. She's supporting her brother down there.
Yeah, that's fantastic to see. I love it. There's nothing more important than family, David. So supporting your family members is paramount.
Going to take a break here. Hopefully we can pick up the audio from down on the floor. 33-6. Let's go to Travis Free.
is a 4-year NJROTC cadet of the Wildcat Battalion. He was the battalion's first Sea Perch team commander. He has participated on the unit's orienteering color guard, drill, air rifle, and Sea Perch teams, and has participated in more than 15 drill competitions. Sam has accumulated over 150 hours of community service over the past 4 years. He is being escorted by his parents, Todd and Kristen Livesey. These 4 cadets have been instrumental in Oak Ridge NJROTC being chosen by the Area 9 Commander as a distinguished unit for 3 consecutive years. The Area 9 Most Outstanding Unit in 2021 and the nation's Most Improved Unit in 2020. Commander Keith Glenn and Chief Ryan Nichols are proud of and grateful for your service to the Wildcat Battalion and the Oak Ridge community.
It's great to see our ROTC recognized here at the Wildcat Arena, and I stand corrected. It was Jenna's sister who was recognized instead of her brother. Mark, I believe you've completed the statistics here. Lady Wildcats on top, 33-6. Mark?
I have, David. Thank you very much. Leading scorer for the Wildcats is Ayana Porter. She has 12 points. She has 3 3-pointers and 1 3-point play. She's perfect on the night. 4 for 4 from the field and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Also scoring for Lady Wildcats is Lauren Hart. She has 4. She's 2 of 2 from the field. Gracie Herron has 4 as well. She's 2 of 3 from the field. Kate LaFoon's come off the bench to add 3 points for the Lady Wildcats. She's 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from, Gracie Herron has 4, 2 of 3 from the field. Kate LaFoon has 3, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Also with 4 points is Samaj Clark. She's 2 of 5 from the field. Jenna Johnson has added 2 for the Lady Wildcats. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points also by Lindsay Cleveland off the bench for the Wildcats. She's 1 of 1 from the field. And Demetria Strickland also with 2 points. She's 1 of 3 from the field. So as a team, the Lady Wildcats are 13 of 25 in the first half. They're 10 of 18 in twos. They're 3 of 7 in threes. And they're 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Rebels of West High School, they're led in scoring by Imani Harden. She has 5 points. Let's see, she's 1 of 4 from three-point land, and she's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. With their other point is Kaylee Newman. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, the Lady Rebels from West High, they are struggling. They're 1 of 10 from the field. 0 of 5 in twos, 1 of 5 in threes, and they're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 21-1, and then outscored the Lady Rebels 12-5 in the second quarter to take a lead at half, where the Lady Wildcats lead 33-6. David?
We're a few minutes away from the start of the second half. The Lady Wildcats, as Mark said, lead at 33-6. I failed to mention that Zayana Stewart is headed out to watch her uncle, T. Higgins, play in the Super Bowl, and that is why she's not here. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena. 33-6 Lady Wildcats, back in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank?
Uh-uh.
So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. Lady Wildcats has been all Lady Wildcats. They lead it 33-6. Mark, your thoughts about the second half and what Coach Taylor and her staff will be doing?
I think if I had to guess, David, I would think that Coach Taylor is going to get more of her bench involved in the game, get them some playing time, get them ready to support the team as the district tournament is on their doorstep at this point.
And we're about to get underway here from the Wildcat Arena. The second half about to get set here. Lady Wildcats will have the ball first, leading 33-6. Getting positive reports here, Mark, on our YouTube feed tonight. I'm glad to hear it. As Lady Wildcats lead it 33-6, the ball's worked into Jenna. Around the horn, it goes out to the top to Lauren Hart to Cannon Green. Got to get Cannon on the scoring side of things. I believe she's the only player who's played as yet to score in this one. Here we go right here. She gets a shot up. Good. And just as I said that, Mark, Cannon Green has her first 2 points.
Yeah, you're coaching from the booth, David. I'm impressed.
Oh, if you do it 70 years, you kind of pick up something along the way. 35-6 Lady Wildcats, 7:23 to play in the third period. I think we might have a running clock in our future here unless West can get things going. Here's Harden for three. It's up. No good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Lady Rebels. They'll be moving right to left here in the second half. Oak Ridge wearing their all-white jerseys with cardinal trim. The Lady Rebels in mostly gray with some blue and red. Oak Ridge gets it into Jenna Johnson. Back to the top. It goes to Ayana. Into Jenna. She'll turn, kick it out to the left corner. And here comes Samaj. Little baseline jumper. No good. Nice rebound put back by Jenna. And the Lady Wildcats have a 37-6 lead. Can you imagine Jenna Johnson, what the crowd would go nuts if she was able to dunk a ball?
That would be phenomenal. Me personally, I've never seen a girl dunk in high school, so that would be phenomenal to watch.
I actually did. It happened in the B gym when her name was Glory Johnson, who played for the Lady Vols and played for Webb, came in and she dunked it in our gym. It was a scrimmage ball game, but she did it. And so I have actually seen that, as we're going to have a foul called against a very polite young lady, Lauren Hart, who helps up the young lady that she knocked to the turf. 37-6 our score. That's the only time I've seen it in high school, though.
Yeah, obviously, was it Michelle Snow for the Lady Vols who would dunk?
Yeah, it sure was. Lady Wildcats, we can't even get a dunk out of our guys, and I kind of ride them a lot. Like, when are we going to see that first dunk? And, Lucas says he can dunk, and some of the others say they can. We just haven't seen it. There's a kind of a jump ball. Cannon reached in and grabbed it, and then when she kind of pulled it away, she kind of thought, well, they're going to call something, and she let go. And then the girl grabbed the ball right back, and then somebody else tied up the young lady from West, and they'll get the basketball. They have really struggled here tonight. They can't get a field goal, and now they're going to turn the ball over again. Lady Wildcats with it with Samaj coming down the floor. Bounce pass inside for the layup. Good. Lady Wildcats just having their way here tonight.
Nice assist there by Samaj Clark, David, as she gets Ayana up to 14 points.
We'd like to thank the IT department at Oak Ridge High School and the IT department of Prep Radio, which just happens to be Mark, for getting the video and audio working here tonight. We made it all the way to February the 10th, and we finally got it, Mark.
Well, it's like a fine wine, David. It just takes time.
39-6 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 5:24 to play. 6 points in the game. This kind of reminds me of those Gibbs teams we played a few years ago. As they launch a shot, it's off the rim. Oh, no good. Rebound to West. You can just see there's on their body language, they're not really into the ball game themselves. As they put a bucket in, though, and it's 39-8. And Samaj gets a run out. Here it is. Good. Samaj off the glass. I'm kind of hoping we need some big numbers out of Samaj. I don't believe she's going to have enough to make 1,000. She's not even quite to 900, and we're only guaranteed 5 games after tonight. She's just going to have to score like 20 a ball game, really more like 25 a game to do it. And hopefully we'll have an extended run in the postseason as West gets a shot up, no good, rebounded right back up, and then a foul called against Oak Ridge. Kel Slater, though, tonight, Mark, he is 20 away from 1,000. He has 980 career points, so he has an opportunity for a big milestone tonight. His teammates, Jonathan Milloway and Jeremy Miller, did it a year ago, and that would be 3 1,000-point performers in a year's time, basically, and that's a great accomplishment. Only 24 other Wildcats since 1943 have ever scored 1,000 points, and Kel right on it. He needs 20 tonight or in the next several ball games. First toss miss, second toss miss, rebounded by Ayanna Porter. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Ayanna's going to dribble in, give it into Gracie Heron. Back to Cannon. Cannon dribbles in, stops, will not shoot. Samaj will. Let's get that point total up there, and she does. Samaj Clark with a 3, and the Lady Wildcats lead at 44-8, Mark. 4:25 to play, third period.
That's the first three-pointer for Samaj tonight, David. She had 9 points, knocking on double figures.
Samaj on the season, that is her 38th 3, and she leads the Lady Wildcats in that category. 4:10 to play, third period. Nathan Miser of Shelter Insurance in Oak Ridge is our individual game sponsor, and Sean has talked about this in the last few ball games. The TSSAA charges a rights fee for streaming of postseason games, and sometimes it's pretty healthy. In the district tournament, I think it's like $300 or $400 or so. And in the state tournament, it's like $10,000. So as they launch at 3, it's good. They're finally in double digits. So for us to continue our broadcasts on the streaming side of things, we're going to have to find some more sponsors, or we'll just go to strictly the radio broadcasts. I know a lot of people are interested in that, and hopefully it's up really to the tournament director of Campbell County to determine what the fee is, I believe. And if they're streaming, then we're going to be streaming for sure. They even streamed in our gym back in the day when they weren't allowed to stream in the gym. So hopefully we'll get the benefit of the doubt when we go up to Campbell County starting on Friday. But we could use some more sponsors, and you can just contact me about our postseason. That means the radio and the stream as well. Oak Ridge basketball, Gracie Heron with it out to Jenna Johnson. Jenna lobs it inside of Gracie, and that's a patented Gracie Heron bucket. Just lob it over the top, give it to Gracie, and she takes it off the glass.
Gracie now with 6 points, David. She's 3 of 4 from the field tonight. Great comeback.
Yeah, it's great to have her here. She has missed the entirety of her senior year until tonight as they put up a shot again, no good, and Gracie has a rebound. She's just going to really pay dividends. She wants to play college ball as Jenna gets a layup on the other end. Good on a great feed. And the Lady Wildcats lead at 48-11, 2:45 to play, and we're going to have a running clock, Mark.
Yes, and that's one of my favorite things during the basketball season, David.
As the Lady Rebels kind of work their offense here, you got a feel for a team that hasn't won a ball game all season long. They played so well against us at West the other night, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But tonight it's just been a totally different story. Credit the Lady Wildcats. They've clamped it down as Gracie's going to be called for a foul. She thought she had a clean block there. She's not going to have the hops she's never really had great hops, not like Jenna, but she's not going to have that with that heavy brace on. Have you ever had a knee issue where you've had to wear a brace like that?
No, I have not. I've actually been lucky in my non-athletic career.
As the Lady Rebels go to the free throw line, shot is good. It's 48-12. Lady Wildcats will get Lindsey Cleveland in. Looks like Ayanna and Cannon are out. Looks like Demetria Strickland is also in. The Wildcats also playing with Jenna Johnson and Gracie Heron. 2:20 to play, third quarter. Back to the free throw line once again. We'll go West. And shot is up, and it's good. 48-13 the score. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Samaj drives in. Great move. Pulls up a little 8-footer. Rattles in good. Samaj knocks in a bucket, and the Lady Wildcats have the half-century mark. They lead at 50-13.
Samaj now in double figures with 11 points, David. As you said, the Lady Wildcats on top, 50-13.
Minute 59 to play. West at the free throw line. They work the ball to Harden. Harden really hadn't had the same kind of game as we saw at West. She was just, coming down the floor just so fast. The Lady Wildcats had trouble just keeping up with her that particular night. She has been a non-factor in the ball game in this one.
Yeah, and I noticed earlier, David, that she was trying to run down Ayanna Porter, and she was unable to. Ayanna Porter, even though she was dribbling the ball, she was able to maintain a lead on her, so that was impressive.
Lady Wildcats working into Gracie. Little hook shot, good, and Gracie's approaching double figures.
Yeah, she has 8 on the night, David. 4 of 5 from the field now.
She's got to be the happiest person in this gym. We had a young man in the junior varsity ball game who is a team manager. A young man who's been helping out with the team all season long. Coach Ronnie Scott put him in the JV ball game today as they turned the ball over again. I think the ball's loose on the floor, and he scored 8 points, I believe. Oh, big block by Jenna. Jenna saves it. It's going to bring the ball down the floor all the way coast to coast, all the way to the hole. Good. Jenna Johnson scores. So two very happy people in the gym here tonight.
Yeah, that was phenomenal to see there at the end of the JV game. To talk about companionship and support by your teammates, that was just a great thing to witness and experience.
46 seconds to play, third period, 54-13 the score. Going to be an early night here as Harden falls down, nearly throws the ball away. Saved on the floor by the Lady Rebels. They put up a shot. That's a nice play by the Rebels. That's the best play of the night for the Rebels, I think, and it's now 54-15. Lady Wildcats working into Lindsay, inside of Gracie. Gracie's shot is up, good. And Gracie Heron, I believe, has 10 now, I believe.
Yes, she does. Like I said, great comeback game. I wouldn't say coming out party, but she's it's great to see her out there playing, and she looks like she hasn't missed a step.
6 seconds to play here in the third period. Lady Rebel basketball, 56-15 the score. Here's a shot, partially rejected. Not enough time to get down the floor, and the Lady Wildcats have the lead. 56-15 is our score. We're at the Wildcat Arena. The boys' game to follow. We'll be back on YouTube Prep Radio and Channel 15 in 60 seconds.
Our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Back here at the Wildcat Arena, Lady Wildcats on top, 56-15. Anaya Porter in the ball game for the first time tonight. Lady Wildcats have the basketball. Demetria Strickland is in the ball game. Kate LaFoon, Emily Lindsay is there's a three. It's up, good. I believe that was Anaya Porter with her first 3 points.
It was, David. Great to see that shot go in for her.
Another one of those freshman Lady Wildcats that we're looking forward to seeing play a lot of basketball over the next several years. Lady Rebels trying to work their offense. We have a moving clock here on top. Oak Ridge is 59-15. My name is David Clary, and nearly another steal by Demetria, along with Mark and Shauna Hayes. We'll be back here Saturday as the Wildcats take on Jody Wright and the Fulton Falcons and the Lady Falcons, too. Both teams have won their respective districts, boys and girls, for Fulton. And as usual, that'll be a hotly contested night, and I expect a huge crowd Saturday night here at the arena.
Yeah, I believe I can't remember the Fulton's coach name. You just said it, but I believe
Jody Wright.
Yeah, I believe he lives here in Oak Ridge. I see him often. I saw him a couple weeks ago at Calhoun's, and I would often see him at the golf course in the summer.
He's an Anderson County guy, lifelong, but, he's done a great job. He's the athletic director. They've already named the arena for him over at Fulton High School. He's won a couple state championships, been in the state tournament quite a bit, and the Wildcats working into Kate LaFoon can't get a shot off. Emily Lindsay will. Good. And just about everybody has scored, I think, here tonight, Mark.
Yeah. Actually, everybody who has played has scored, David.
Need to get Bella Boone in the ball game. I believe she's probably the last person to get in the game. as the Lady Rebels are going to get a 3 off. It's on its way, hits the rim, no good. Rebound to Kate for a moment, saved on the floor by Lindsay Cleveland, picked up by the Lady Rebels of West. 61-15 the score, 5:56 to play in the ball game here. Harden with the basketball. They list her at 5 foot. She is a junior. Lady Wildcats have, let's see, as I mentioned, Kate LaFoon, Emily Lindsay, Anaya Porter, Demetria Strickland, and Lindsay Cleveland in the ballgame. Each and every Wednesday night is 7 o'clock on BBB Channel 12. That's the Comcast channel. We have Off the Glass, and we'll have another show coming up this week. We'll have 2 more freshmen, Lady Wildcats, and a couple more youngsters on the boys team as well. We've got a pushing foul called against Oak Ridge. Some pretty good teamwork. West joins our district for the first time in about 15 years, and they're going to be greeted with a winless season right now. They're going to finish their district schedule at 0-10 on the year. They're going to wish maybe they're back in District 4, but District 4 is about as good as they come. I mean, we talk about how good our district is, and that looked like over the back, but I don't think they're going to call anything. The Bearden Lady Bulldogs are in the top 5. Farragut is in the top 10, and Heritage is good again. So whoever comes out of our district, whether it be, and we know we're going, Oak Ridge and Powell are both going, whoever's coming out, they're going to have their hands full with District 4 when the region tournament begins. And this year, Oak Ridge will not be hosting the region. It'll be over in the other district. So unless something crazy happens, we might get a first-round ball game. But for the most part, the semifinals and the championship game will be most likely at Bearden High School. So get ready to pack your bags to go to West Knoxville, Mark.
Looking forward to it.
Are you looking forward to that trip to Campbell County? I've always felt sorry for Campbell County. They have to travel every night someplace. I mean, we complain about going to Campbell County once a year. Every night they play a basketball game in the district or around here. They're going someplace to Knoxville or Oak Ridge or someplace. It's a long trip. As Anaya takes another 3, it's up no good. Rebounded by Kate LaFoon. Anaya Porter with it, top of the circle. Here's Demetria, right side. Lindsay Cleveland. Oh, great fake. Drives in for the shots, blocked. But a great putback bucket and a great hustle there by Kate LaFoon.
Great job by Kate LaFoon, just being in the right place at the right time to get that rebound. But she just gobbled up the blocked shot and put it up for another 2 points. She has 5 on the night.
63-15 Lady Wildcats. We're down to 3:32 to play in the ball game. Caitlin Holyfield is the head coach of the West Lady Rebels. She was the MVP of the tournament when she was a player at Powell High School. They beat Oak Ridge for the district championship her senior year, and she was the most valuable player in that tournament. She has struggled here. Actually took here's Anaya shooting another 3. It's on its way, no good. What I was going to say, she coached at Powell for a couple of years, but then elected to leave, or maybe was asked to leave to come to West from Powell. Which is right now not a big powerhouse in basketball. Another missed shot, Demetria Strickland with a layup. Here it is. No good. Rebounded by Anaya Porter, no good. Emily Lindsay battles for the rebound, and Anaya tries to track it down, but knocks it out of bounds. 2:49 to play. Here comes Bella Boone into the ballgame. She scored her first 2 points of the year at West, if you might remember. We'd love to get Bella on the scoring side of things.
Yeah, we would. That would just top off the night, David. Great to see Gracie Herron in double figures again this season. And if we could get Bella Boone on the scoreboard, that would just really be the cherry on top.
She's got a TikTok video that has been viewed over 40 million times, Bella does, from the Phoenix trip, which is crazy in itself. There's a travel call. She couldn't decide. The young lady from West couldn't decide whether she wanted to shoot or drive or pass. Took an extra step. Here come the Lady Wildcats. 2:05 to play. 40 million views. We haven't had that on our YouTube channel in the last 5 years, Mark.
We are much less desirable to see than she is, obviously.
Like I've always said, I have a face for radio. As Lady Wildcats work their offense, they're kind of shading Bella. Let's see if we can get the ball to her. Emily Lindsay with it. Emily back to Anaya. Dribbles left. Fires a pass intending it for Cleveland. We're down to 98 seconds to play in the ball game. West substituting now, getting a smaller player in the ballgame. I think that's Elisa Williams coming in. Here's Bella. Bella double team, cannot shoot. Demetria will for 3. It's up, good. 3-point shot for Demetria Strickland. And the Lady Wildcats lead it now 66-17. What has Demetria done tonight?
She now has 5 points, David. 1 of 3 in twos and 1 of 2 in threes.
Appreciate Stephanie Thompson, administrator at Oak Ridge High School, for helping us out with some of our technical issues. We appreciate her help as Lady Wildcats get another steal, and they'll push it up to Anaya. Anaya's going to drive to the hole. Shot is no good. Rebounded and taken away by West for a moment. Saved on the floor. Lady Wildcats work the ball to Emily Lindsay. Gets a layup opportunity, no good. She is fouled, and Emily Lindsay will go to the free throw line. They're not stopping the clock. They're just letting it run. It's funny how different schools have different rules in this running clock. A lot of times you get a timeout or a free throw, they'll stop it at other schools. At Oak Ridge High School, we just let it play. And yep, there he stopped it at 34.6 seconds to play in the game. Emily shoots and scores. Free throw made by her. What has she done tonight?
She now has 3 points on the ball game, David. She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the field.
67-17. She knocks them both down. It's now 68-17. And they didn't put the other point on the board. It is definitely 68-17. Now they get it up there. 25 seconds to play. So the Lady Wildcats, congratulations to Coach Paige Taylor and the Lady Wildcats. They are the District 3 co-champions with the Powell Lady Panthers. The Wildcats coming down the floor, setting it up with 11 seconds to play. Lady Wildcats will not take another shot, it wouldn't appear. Here comes Anaya dribbling in, working out of trouble. The final score is posted. 68-19 is the final score. Bella didn't get a chance to score, but she got a chance to play, and that's great to see. And she's happy, smiling anyway, because the Lady Wildcats are District 3 champions.
Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. They've worked hard, David. They've gone to multiple states to play the best competition in the country, and it really pays off.
68-19 is our score. We'll take a break here. I know Coach Taylor gets up here quickly, so I won't take an extended break. We'll be back with Coach Taylor, the head coach of the District 3 co-champion Lady Wildcats. We'll be back with her in a moment.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes, looking down on the floor here at Jill Pruden Court, Wildcat Arena. The West High Rebels are warming up down in front of us. Lady Wildcats have won their ball game. Final score was 68-19. We'll be speaking to the head coach of Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor, in a bit. Mark will have the final statistics as well. And then as I see the student section beginning to fill in to our left as we look down from the top here at the Wildcat Arena, Oak Ridge has 2 more ball games left for the regular season. Saturday night here at the Wildcat Arena, junior varsity game at 4:30. The girls' game will be at 6. The boys' game at 7:30 against the Fulton Falcons. A rivalry which dates all the way back to 1951. Then on Monday night, the Wildcats will entertain a rivalry that began in 1943. Wildcats and the Clinton Dragons. It will be the 200th meeting between Oak Ridge and Clinton on the boys' side. And the Wildcats will try to avenge that loss from last Friday, suffered at the hands of the of the Dragons. The Lady Dragons trying to end a 71-game losing streak to the Lady Wildcats, and they played us pretty tough the other night. Wildcats will have to play well this coming Monday, and hopefully we'll be at full strength. Moments away from the start of the boys' game, but now joining me is the head coach of the Oak Ridge High School, Coach Paige Taylor, and we'll get Coach in here. Coach, first off, congratulations. You took care of business, as we talked about last night on the TV show. Knocked off a West team, played much better this time around against the Lady Rebels, and you have a share of the regular season championship. Congratulations.
Thank you. Definitely nice to have that win under our belt, to know going into tomorrow's meeting that we're, tied for first.
The question is, though, will you win the drawing? that is those Campbell County got the best of you. Have you got a new system that you're going to try to work out?
Aaron always picks the number, so somebody needs to talk to him. I need to take Cannon with me. She's the one that draws the lucky numbers at the state tournament for me.
Well, yeah, she needs to get out of school. I think that's a good. She'd probably like that anyway, to be honest with you. Coach, let's talk about this one. Everybody but Bella scored in the ball game, and she didn't really take a shot. But a lot of positives out there. Obviously, the win. You got a chance to play everybody. You got Gracie back, and she scored in double figures tonight. So it's good to have her back. And just talk about the total team win tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was a great team win. I think we had a total of 23 assists, which is huge. We shared the basketball really well. We actually ran offense and passed the ball. We reversed the ball a couple of different times and just settled. We waited until we got what we wanted. It was a great defensive effort. I felt like we worked on our half court defense some tonight, but it was really good to have Gracie back. We're a completely different team with having that presence that Gracie has in there, and she's smart. She understands our defense. She understands our offense. Obviously been here, as a senior. She carries a lot of knowledge with her. She has a great basketball IQ, and you can see what we've missed all season with having her out on the court.
Coach, I'm sure that when she told you that she had been cleared to get a chance to play, that was, she probably had tears in her eyes, because she has wanted this so badly to get back out on the floor, and I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, she was super excited. She actually got released Monday, but wasn't ready to dress to play that night. Hadn't practiced with any contact. We didn't feel comfortable putting her out there. She wasn't comfortable going out there, and I wasn't comfortable with it either. So it's good to see her. This was a good game to put her in. Just to ease her back into it and get her some consecutive minutes, not just having to put her in for a minute or two here and there and pull her, but getting her in and getting some minutes and seeing her be successful.
So you have two more ball games to play here. You're going to go against another district champion, Fulton, coming up on Saturday, and another district champion on Monday against the Clinton Lady Dragons. So it's kind of a good little couple of ball games here getting ready for the district tournament.
Yeah, we've got a totally different change our mindset going into Saturday's game, a different type of team that we'll play than we played all year, and then we'll go back and play Clinton one more time to finish out the regular season on senior night. So we got two more games to get ready, and then it's the season that we've been waiting for, the postseason. So our mentality's got to be the next couple of days in practice and our games. We got to approach this differently, because we're getting ready to play for something.
Coach, I assume Zayana is at the Super Bowl with T. I'm assuming.
That would be correct.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
I know that's.
It's hard. It was a hard decision for her, but that's could be a once in a lifetime opportunity for T and their family. And when we talked about it, selfishly I said, I obviously want my whole team here, but from I understand completely, and it, it's the right thing to do for the family.
Will she be back before the Monday game against Clinton?
She will not.
Okay, so that kind of scares me just a little bit as the way Clinton played. But, the way you played tonight, I think you can compete with anybody. Coach, just your final comments about the win tonight.
Just a great team win. It's nice to see the team effort. Nice to see them sharing the basketball and being excited for each other and having Gracie back on the court. And we made great shots, but I think sharing the basketball and working the basketball around the way we did allows us to make those shots and gives us a higher percentage there. So I'm proud of the girls, and we got to get back to work. We got 2 more games, like we said, and get ready for that postseason.
Coach, congratulations, and good luck tomorrow with the drawing.
Thank you.
That's Coach Paige Taylor. Lady Wildcats win it 68-19 over West. Mark, I believe, is completing the stats. But, Mark, let me take one more break here before I get you in here. We'll come back with the girls' statistics. We'll do that following this 30-second timeout.
We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
We'll go back once again to the Wildcat Arena. Good to see Nat Shipley in the house here. His daughter, Lisa Shipley, is the new head coach of the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat softball team. Coach Joe Gaddis here, about to have the administrators meeting, and we're about to have Mark Hayes with the final statistics.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Ayana Porter. She had 14 points. She was 5 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Also in double figures for the Lady Wildcats was Samaj Clark. She with 11. She was 5 of 9 from the field. Gracie Heron came off the bench to add 10 points for Lady Wildcats, 5 of 6 from the field. With 8 points was Jenna Johnson, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points added by Demetria Strickland off the bench. She was 2 of 5 from the field. 4 points for Lauren Hart, 2 of 2 from the field. 4 points also by Emily Lindsay off the bench for the Lady Wildcats. She was 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Kate Laffoon had 5 points for the Lady Wildcats. She was 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points added by Cannon Green, 1 of 2 from the field. Anaya Porter had 3 points for the Lady Wildcats. She was 1 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. Lindsay Cleveland with 2 for the Lady Wildcats. She was 1 of 2 from the field. So as a team, Lady Wildcats were 27 of 47, or rather 28 of 47 from the field. They were 22 of 35 from twos. They were 6 of 12 in threes, and they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Rebels of West High School, they were led in scoring. They had 4 individuals with 5 points. Amani Hardin, she had 5. She was 1 of 7 from three-point land, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Aisha Adukabi she had 5 points, 2 of 7 from the field. Kaylee Newman with 5, 1 of 1 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Jade Robinson came off the bench to add 2 points. She was 1 of 2 from the field. Also with 2 points was Ashlyn Stewart. She was 1 of 1 from the field. So as a team, the Lady Rebels were 6 of 27 from the field. They were 4 of 16 in twos. They were 2 of 11 in threes, and they were 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 21-1. Then outscored the Lady Rebels 12-5 in the second quarter to take a 33-6 lead at halftime. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats outscored the Lady Rebels 23-9 to take a 56-15 lead into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter, the Lady Wildcats outscore the Lady Rebels 12-4, and that's how we get to a final score. Lady Wildcats victorious tonight, 68-19. David?
Let's get Shauna in here to talk a little bit more about the game that's about to unfold in front of us. The Oak Ridge boys taking on the West High Rebels. Shauna? Let's get Shauna in here.
Hey,
she's kind of...
Sorry about that. Mark's over here throwing things at me, so had to regroup over there. All right, so now that I'm regrouped, all right, tonight, the boys. Wildcats have several goals still in front of them, and 2 of them can be accomplished tonight against West. With a win tonight, Oak Ridge will finish the district regular season schedule undefeated for the 3rd straight season. Oak Ridge has won 53 straight district games. Also with a win, Oak Ridge will win their 20th game of the season for the 12th straight season for the 55th time in school history. Whew. Oak Ridge has already won the regular season district championship and will be the top seed at the next week's District 3 tournament. One individual milestone could be reached as well. Cale Slater enters tonight's game 20 points shy of his 1,000th in his career. He would become the 25th Wildcat to do so. The most recent were Jeremy Miller and Jonathan Milloway last season. The first was Randy Poole in 1966. Tonight's opponent, West, still has something to play for too. They could earn a split with Oak Ridge on the season. West lost to Oak Ridge earlier, 86-51 at West. Also, with a victory over West, they could finish 3rd behind Oak Ridge and Campbell County and send Carnes to the number 4 seed. A loss to Oak Ridge, and they will finish 5th. Oak Ridge has beaten West 6 straight times and leads the series 21-4 since 1951. West only wins over Oak Ridge came in 1997, 2009, 2011, and 2012. The Wildcats' next game will be on Saturday against their annual late-season rival, Fulton. Last season, Oak Ridge beat the Falcons 84-70 at Fulton and have won 2 straight over Fulton since losing at Fulton in 2019. Oak Ridge leads the series 38-28 since 1951. Oak Ridge will close out the regular season home careers of 6 seniors on Monday when they host Clinton Dragons. Oak Ridge will begin tournament play next Saturday in Campbell County against the most likely winner of West and Powell. Tonight's individual game sponsors is Nathan Miser and Shelter Insurance and Oak Ridge. We would like to thank Nathan for his continued support of Oak Ridge Athletics in tonight's broadcast on prepradio.com, Channel 15, and on our YouTube stream. The TSSAA has a rights fee to stream tournament games, so we will need additional sponsors if we are to stream after the Clinton game. If you are interested, please contact Dave for more information. Our seasonal sponsors include Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Fox Insurance Group, Mortgage Investors Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Mike Cully with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm. We are on prepradio.com, Channel 15, and attempting to stream on YouTube as well. We'll take our first break, and when we return, Mark will have the starting lineups, and then Dave will return with play-by-play. It's Oak Ridge and West, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at BetsyColemanRealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. The Lady Wildcats and the boys junior varsity have won already. The boys game about to get underway. Mark, you've got the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Thank you very much, David. Starting for the Rebels of West High School, they're going to come out with number 0. That's Gabriel Pastrana. Number 10, Hunter Watts. Number 14, Braden Latham. Number 20, Dane Britton. And number 21, Will Biven. Sorry for the Wildcats. They're going to come out with the same starting 5 they did on Monday night. That'll be number 2, Lucas Searcy, followed by number 4, Caden Updegraff, number 5, Flip Thompson, number 10, Jamison Updegraff, and number 11, Kel Slater.
Kind of interesting. That's back-to-back games that where Darren Osborne has not started, but he did a really good job off the bench on Monday in the Alcoa ball game, scoring in double figures. So maybe they think that's the way to go as Wildcats go with the smaller lineup, and we're about to get set. Will Biven is the guy to watch here, Mark. He lit us up the last time we played him, especially in the first half.
Yeah, he's an exceptional player, David. I remember him from last year and a couple of years ago as well. He's, like I said, just an exceptional player.
Oak Ridge with the basketball on the tip, on a double tip. The Wildcats have it with it out to Jamison Updegraff. They work the ball inside to Lucas. Harassed out there by Pastrana. He works the ball to Jamison. Jamison swings the ball back to Flip. Can't take the shot. West playing some pretty good defense right now. Kell's going to dribble in. Kell's got a big milestone as Wildcats work it inside for a shot. No good. Blocked out of bounds by the West High Rebels. 20 points from 1,000 is Kel Slater. And hopefully he'll do it tonight, but if not, we've got plenty of ball games for him to do as the Wildcats work it into Kel, and then the ball is knocked out of bounds again by West. We've played down to the 7:28 mark of the first quarter. No score in this one, Oak Ridge and West. A little choppier on our video here, but that's because there's more bandwidth being used right now, but it still looks pretty good on our YouTube stream on our Prep Radio channel. We're also on Channel 15 and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Here's a 3-up, no good. Rebounded by Lucas. He saves it in the right corner, swings it over to Kel Slater. Back it goes to Flip, top of the circle. Good defense being played right now by the West Rebels, Mark.
Yeah, they are. Very active. I mean, I tell you, as soon as the ball swings, they are right there. As Flip takes a three-pointer, no good, batted around, and West comes down with it.
Here they come down the floor, and they'll set it outside the line. They'll work it inside. The ball knocked out of bounds. Looked like it was last touched by Lucas, but they're going to say it was last touched by the West High Rebels. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Moving left to right, wearing their all-white jerseys with Cardinal. The West High Rebels predominantly red pants, red basketball jerseys with white numerals and a little blue trim. Here's Kell. Nice pass. Inside for the shot. Good. Off the glass. Good, the Lady Wildcats. And Lucas Searcy has the first 2 points of the night.
Great ball movement that time, David. Lucas just kind of sat down there on the baseline just outside the lane and it was wide open.
2-0 Oak Ridge. 6:29 to play first quarter. With the basketball will come Dane Britton. He works the ball to Pastrana. Pastrana drives for a reverse layup. It's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Flip Thompson coming out of there with the basketball. Quickly coming down the floor. Back to Lucas for three. It's up. He thought he had it. He missed it. Flip on the rebound. Double teamed on the baseline. Slings it out high to Kell. Kell thought about a long-range NBA three. Will not take it. Backs it up to the top of the circle to Caden. Updegraff to Jamison. Back to Kell. Kell back to Flip around the perimeter looking for the open man. Flip dribbling out of trouble. Works the ball right. Kell thought about shooting a three from the corner on the side of the bench where West is to Lucas in the paint. Back to the top. Jamison for three. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound by West. Lucas almost knocks his man down, and West is going to have to recover it. Good recovery there by the Rebels. 2-0 Oak Ridge. With the basketball will come Will Biven. He drives inside against Kell. Cannot shoot. Backs it up once again to Pastrana. Gabriel Pastrana wearing number 0. 5:28 to play. They'll work the ball right side of Britton. Britton out to the top. It goes to Biven. Biven nearly stripped to the ball, and it is. Nice play by Kell. Taken on the floor by Flip Thompson. Here comes Kell driving in the paint. Shot is off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Rebels. 5:13 to play. They have a chance to tie here with the layup, and they do. Off the glass goes, I believe that was Pastrana, as the Wildcats are tied with the Rebels 2-2. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Kel Slater with the basketball. Works the ball left side. Back it goes to Kell. Around the flip it goes. Looking inside. They work the ball around the perimeter. Left side it goes to Kell. Kell dribbles in. Penetrates. Stops. Back to Flip it goes. Flip won't shoot the three. From the free throw line, he dishes it back out to an Updegraff who missed the shot. Rebounded by West. Wildcats struggling from the perimeter to start the ball game. Here comes Pastrana for three in the lead. No good. Rebound tracked down by Oak Ridge. Coming out of there with the basketball will come Flip Thompson.
Nice.
Beats inside to Jamison. He goes in for the shot. No good. Rebound to West. Caught it underneath the goal and looked up and didn't have a great angle and missed the shot.
Oh, it's a great pass, though, by Flip, David. Just it's like sewing a needle right there, right, by Flip Thompson.
Coach Green has told me that Flip's one of the better passers on the team, and there was a great example of it. 4:10 to play first quarter. West with the basketball in the corner. We're at a 2-2 ball game. Not a whole lot of scoring here. West still has something to play for. As Shauna said, they can finish as high as third. You want to be a higher seed so you don't have to play the tougher teams in the district. But if they lose tonight, they will finish fifth, I believe, in the district. So as high as third, as they get a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Lucas Searcy. Lucas is then hammered and fouled. Personal foul will go against Will Biven. That'll be the first foul called against the son of the television personality over in Knoxville as Oak Ridge gets Brennan Scott in the ballgame. And here comes Darren Osborne, Caden Updegraff, and Flip come out of the ballgame. Had a chance to speak to Brennan, sophomore player, a lot of poise on our TV show, which we have each and every Wednesday night on Comcast Channel 12. He and Grayson Strader got a chance to be on the show along with Caden and Lucas. Oak Ridge with the basketball. Lucas on the left block. Kicks it out to Brennan. Brennan's wide open for a three. It's good. 3-point shot for Brennan Scott. He's got such a sweet stroke, and I know you really appreciate his shooting ability.
Yeah, I do. It's just a joy to get to watch, David. Just such a, like you said, just a sweet stroke.
We'll get a chance to watch him a couple more years. He's only a sophomore player. His dad is Ronnie Scott, former Wildcat and assistant coach. Here's a missed shot by West. Rebounded by Lucas. Down the floor will come Oak Ridge. 5-2 the score. Kell at the free throw line. Thought about dribbling in. Lucas wanted to shoot. Penetrates the arc. Kicks it back out to Brennan. Around to the top it goes to Kell. Good defense by the Rebels. Kell being harassed everywhere he goes by Will Biven. Not giving Kell much of any room at all. He works the ball to his left, comes back with a dribble. Great pass inside for the shot. Good. If they're going to guard Kell so aggressively, Kell's a great passer too, and he found Lucas wide open.
Lucas just sitting down there on the baseline again, David, the exact same spot he got his first 2 points from.
Here they work the ball inside. A strip of the ball saved away by Oak Ridge. Here comes Kell coming down the floor. Kell Slater across the line, top of the circle. Thought about shooting a three. Lucas is wide open. He's going to shoot. It's a little off the mark. Long rebound. Pulled away by Jamison Updegraff. Good. Jamison knocks it in, and Oak Ridge now leads 9-2. A little sudden flurry for the Wildcats here.
Jamison Updegraff with his first 2 points of the ball game. Great rebound off the Lou Searcy missed three-pointer.
Here comes West to the midcourt line. Biven with it. Works the ball to the right corner. West has a three if they want it. They're going to go down low on the right block. Kick the ball back out to Pastrana. Pastrana at the midcourt circle. Once again, works the dribble. Comes off to the right. Out it goes. Once again, West almost lost the handle of the basketball. Pastrana did. He's going to drive in. Nearly stripped by Kell. He gets a shot off. Good. Nice play there. A little right-hander off the glass, and it's 9-4. The Wildcats in the lead. 1:41 to play here in the first period. The District 3 tournament begins for the Lady Wildcats a week from Friday. As Wildcats working into Darren Osborne. Scoots wanted to shoot, has no place to go, backs it up. There's Kell dribbling in, inside the paint, shoots, no good. Rebounded by West. The girls will play a week from Friday, a team to be determined later, whether the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed. They are the district champs, but it's determined by a drawing, not anything else. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when the coaches go to the district meeting. 1:09 to play first quarter, 9-4 our score. We're on prepradio.com. They get a little 10-footer up, good. Nice little shot, and the Wildcat lead is 9-6. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor with it. Kell Slater. The boys' first game in the district will be as that shot is missed, and then they're going to say, I guess, the Rebel was standing out of bounds when he caught the ball. It'll be Oak Ridge getting Grayson Strader in. The girls' tournament begins a week from Friday. The boys a week from Saturday. Let me get my thought across here before the final seconds of this quarter, and we have more action. 9-6, Oak Ridge in the lead. The Wildcats working into Darren Osborne. Flips back in the ball game. Brennan Scott's in. The Wildcats work it in. Try to get it into Darren Osborne. Not a great pass. Saved, though, by Darren. And Brennan's going to take a little 10-footer. It's no good. Rebounded by number 20 for them, Dane Britton. Down the floor will come the Rebels. After a 9-2 lead, all of a sudden the Rebels are right back in it. It's a 9-6 game. Let's see what they do on this trip down the floor. We're down to 25 seconds to play here in the quarter. And the Wildcats have the lead 9-6. And they're working time off here. Dribbling the basketball is, Shauna, as they put up a three. It's up no good. Rebounded by Darren Osborne with 10. Here come the Wildcats. Down the floor with it will come Kell Slater. Kell will dribble in, penetrate, lost the handle of the basketball, went too far in. They've got a chance to score. Here's a dunked it with no time on the clock, did Will Biven, but it won't count. We played one quarter here. Low scoring first quarter, 9-6 our score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 60 seconds.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. The second quarter just underway. They get a layup good. So West scores, and now it is 9-8. The Wildcats coming down the floor with it will come the point guard, the senior Kel Slater, yet to score in the ballgame. And he'll work the ball right side. Inside it goes to Caden Updegraff. Saved on the floor by Jamison. Now to Lucas. Over to Kel. Kel works the ball top of the circle. 9-8, the Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge with it. Left corner, three-pointer. Here it is. No good. Rebound. Oak Ridge's Kel Slater up. And it's no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Pulled down by Will Biven. They can take the lead here. 9-8 the score. They'll dribble outside and shoot a three. No good. On the rebound will come Caden Updegraff. 7:05 to play second quarter. Wildcats shooting a little off here tonight as the Wildcats Updegraff holds it, gives it over to Jamison. The senior guns a three. It's up, no good. And he's fouled the act of shooting a three. And Jamison Updegraff's going to go to the free throw line, I do believe. You don't do that. You know, three is a low percentage shot anyway. Jamison's got a pretty high percentage, around 40%. But he'll go to the free throw line. He's our leading free throw shooter on the year, 80.4% free throw shooter. First of three is up, and I jinxed him. Mark?
Yeah, that's one way to get your coach's attention is fouling somebody shooting a three-point shot, David.
Jamison will go back to the free throw line. 9-8 the score. He'll have two more shots. Puts the toss on his way up there. No good. As I mentioned, he was 80% coming into this game. Wildcats just not shooting well here today, here in the early going. Back to the free throw line will go the senior, Jamison Updegraff, along with Caden Updegraff in the game. Lucas Searcy, his second toss is good. The Wildcat lead is 10-8, 6:56 to play here, and the Wildcats are going to put on some pressure. Down the floor will come Will Biven in the rear court, guarded out there by Jamison Updegraff. Biven calls the play, calls his teammates to get down the floor. Looks like he wants to take Oak Ridge one-on-one. He works the ball to the right side outside the arc. Wildcats Kel Slater guarding man number 5. That is Noah Johnson. He works the ball to his right to Will Biven. These numbers are so easy to see as compared to some numbers we have. Braden Latham with the basketball. Hands it off on the right side. They have a lot of rotating players in there with Johnson working the ball against Kel to his right, trying to get the Biven whenever they can, because Biven can shoot pretty much everywhere. He's going to drive in the paint, little floating shot, hits the rim and drops in good. Got a 10-10 ball game. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. The Wildcats need to try to get the ball inside again. Here it goes to Jamison. He's going to drive in, little 5-footer, good. That's what they need. Jamison got it. He normally shoots from there, but he saw the baseline open up and he dropped it in.
Yeah, just drove in, took like an 8-footer, David, as Biven shoots up a three up and good.
And the Rebels have the lead by 1, 13-12, 5:54 to play here in the second period. 2-3 zone being applied by the West Rebels. The Wildcats beat West at West earlier in the year. The Wildcats working into Lucas. There's Kel. He's got a three. It's on its way. Good. 3-point shot. No, it's a 2-point shot. And the Wildcats retake the lead 14-13.
Not only was it a 2-point shot, David, but it was his first 2 points of the ball game. Scoreless in the first quarter.
Down the floor with the basketball. Ball knocked out of bounds by Caden Updegraff. And once again, It'll be the Rebels with the basketball side court. 14-13 our score. West with the basketball, moving right to left. Driving with it will come Pastrana. He's going to drive in, and he's going to score, and he's fouled by Oak Ridge. Wildcats wanted to take a charge, but they were moving and trying to block it, and the Rebels have the lead once again. 15-14, not an inspired first half so far for the Wildcats.
No, it's not. I mean, it's really low scoring, and I think it really starts with Kell, David. Like I said, he was held scoreless in the first quarter, and he is such a catalyst for the Wildcats. When he gets going, so do the Wildcats.
They missed a free throw, but then they get the rebound. Then the Wildcats can't get it, and they're going to drive in with Pastrana, and he scores, and a blocking foul is called against Caden Updegraff. I'm not sure Mr. Porter saw that correctly. It looked like Caden had been there a while, but maybe he had already started his approach. So not only did they miss the free throw, Oak Ridge gave up the rebound and then a bucket, and they have a chance for a three-point play here.
I have a feeling that that play is going to be reviewed by the coach and his players probably tomorrow.
17-14, West in the lead. The Wildcats led 9-6 after one quarter. That toss is missed, rebounded by Jamison Updegraff. Here comes Kell down the floor, no place to go. Here's Caden driving in, no place to go, and he lost the ball off the fingertips. Not sure if he was trying to get it to Lucas along the baseline or trying to shoot it. Either way, it's last touched by the guys in the red shirts from West High School, Sutherland Avenue in Knoxville. Oak Ridge ball, and it comes to Lucas. Little spinning six-footer, little right-handed shot, and the Wildcats trail by one, 17-16. They beat us down the floor easily, and they're going to drive in. Then the ball's loose on the floor, stolen away by Lucas Searcy. Nice play, and not a great play by West. Here's Flip down the floor. To Caden, drives the baseline, along the baseline, goes deep, pulls up. Jamison for three. Up, no good. Rebound to Lucas. Lucas is then tied up or fouled. What are they going to call? Looks like they might call a personal foul against the West High Rebels.
Yeah, it's going to go against number 10. That's Hunter Watts. That'll be his first. Team third for the first half for West High. Oak Ridge has the ball under their own basket.
Lucas double team, gives it over to Brennan Scott. Scott around the flip. Guarded out high by Pastrana. He dribbles out against the zone to the left side to Jamison. Jamison to Lucas, top of the circle. He launches a long three. No good. Long rebound pulled away by the Rebels. Here they have an opportunity for a layup. They're going to drive in for a shot. Good. Against Lucas. Lucas really was like 3-on-1, and he couldn't do much. And the Wildcats trailed 19-16. Wildcats trying to solve this 2-3 zone. The Lady Wildcats have had trouble with zones this year. The guys have been able typically to shoot out of it, but not tonight as the Wildcats turn the ball over. Bounce pass intercepted, and then Pastrana has to track it down, and he sets it out to Biven, who's going to drive in the paint. Pull up, shoot. He got hammered. No call. Here comes Jamison Updegraff on the deflection and the board. Jamison down the floor. Waits, needs help. Finds his brother Caden, who shoots a three. No good. A little quick to launch those threes here tonight. The
They seem a little dependent on the three tonight, David.
Yeah, as the Wildcats that watched them work the ball inside. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Oak Ridge trails by a score of 19-16 as Lucas drives in. A little floater, no good. Wildcats in good position. Lucas wants to take it right back up, no good. But he draws the foul. Lucas Searcy will go to the free throw line.
Pick up the foul for West High, David. That'll be Hunter Watts. That'll be his second. Team fourth. Going to the line will be Lucas Searcy with 6 points, and this will be his first attempt from the charity stripe.
72.2% free throw shooter, and he knocks it down. Wildcats trail 19-17. Very low-scoring game. The tempo and the way the game is going has to favor, obviously, the West High Rebels. Last time Oak Ridge jumped on them early, but not tonight. Second toss missed by Lucas. Wildcats, good free throw shooting players, have missed a couple here tonight. And here come the Rebels down the floor. They lead Oak Ridge with 3:18 to play in the second period. 2-3 zone proving to be a little bit of a hassle for the Wildcats. West playing for third place here. Their only shot for third place is to beat Oak Ridge. If they lose, they're fifth. The Wildcats, nothing's going to change with them. There's a deflection and a steal by the Wildcats. Great play by Flip. Flip's going to drive coast to coast, and he's fouled by Pastrana. Wildcats are the district champs. They are the number one seed regardless because they've got a 4-game lead on everybody. Lady Wildcats won their ball game and want to share the championship tonight, but they're dependent upon the draw tomorrow at the district meeting. See what Flip can do at the free throw line, Mark. He's a 75% free throw shooter. He'll have 2 shots here.
He's yet to score on the night, David, as his first shot is up and no good.
Wildcats struggling at the line. I know that Jamison missed 2. Lucas missed 1. Now Flip has missed a free throw. 19-17 the score. A 2-point Rebel lead. They're going to get Dane Britton back in the ball game. Checking out will come Jaquarius Wren. Flip Thompson back to the line. Senior looking for the score here. 19-17. Here's his free throw. Good. Let's get a stop on defense here as they work out of trouble. Here comes Pastrana down the floor. They're moving right to left. Wildcats anticipated the pass and almost picked off. Here come the Rebels with it along the baseline. They get a shot up. No good. Rebounded, though, by West, and they'll set it up once again. Wildcats playing currently out on the floor with Lucas Searcy, Caden, and Jamison up to grab. Flip Thompson and Lucas Searcy. Smaller lineup in there. West thought about shooting a 3, wanting to drive. I guess they will on Grayson Strader's in the ball game, and he launches a 3 and hits it. 22-18 the score. I didn't see Grayson come into the ball game. Here come the Wildcats once again. And I think you're right. They need to get Kell to start doing what he does, and that's penetrate and then dish it out to the good shooters. Wildcats down by 4, 22-18. Grayson Strader with it over to Flip. They rotate on everybody who gets the ball. As they work the ball once again, Flip finally gets open. He shoots the 3. No good. Nice rebounding position for Grayson. Grayson wanted to go right back up with it. He does, and he scores. Grayson Strader with his first 2 points.
Nice rebound there. He tried to take the ball up, but got it stripped from him, as you said, as Flip Thompson missed his 3-point shot.
Minute 42 to play, second quarter, 22-20 the score. The Wildcats looking for a stop on defense. Here it goes to Biven once again. Will Biven holds the ball. Nearly a steal by Oak Ridge's Lucas Searcy. Back to Biven it goes. Will cannot shoot. Backs it over to Gabriel Pastrana. He dribbles at the midcourt circle. A minute 25 to play, second quarter, 22-20 the score. Nathan Miser of Shelter Insurance, our individual game sponsor. We appreciate him. They launch a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound, Kell. Kell Slater coming out of there with a basketball. They strip to the ball, and they grab it right back again from Oak Ridge. And then the Wildcats are going to steal it right back again. Wildcats trapped in the rear court. Here comes Oak Ridge across the time stripe. 22-20 the score. The Wildcats are down by 2 with exactly a minute to play here as the Wildcats work it into Kell. He cannot shoot. Backs it up once again. Wildcats down by 2 with the ball. Here's Kell Slater, top of the circle, over to Grayson Strader. Around the horn it goes to Flip. He lobs it into Lucas along the baseline, slings it out to Kell. Thought about shooting a 3, penetrates, no place to go but back. Wildcats shoot a 3, Kell on the lead, or Flip in the lead, no good. Rebounded, tracked down, and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats cannot get their 3-point shots to fall. Flip's kind of struggled with his 3 as of late. Here comes a good 3-point shooter into the ballgame, Brennan Scott. He's going to check in. West trying to get the ball in. They do. And it comes, and down the floor they'll come with 30 seconds to play. They lead Oak Ridge by 2. 22-20 the score. Here's a steal. Oak Ridge coming down the floor. Grayson Strader, layup, good. And we're tied at 22.
Strader now with 4 points in the ball game, David, as you said, tied at 22.
Brennan steals the ball again, then the ball's knocked out by West. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. So good defense by Oak Ridge. 13 seconds to play. The Wildcats just a moment ago down 4. Have tied the ball game. Let's see what Oak Ridge can do in the final 13.1 second to play here. 22-21 the score. Here comes to Kell. Kell's going to take a shot, I would assume. Against the zone, it goes to Flip. Around to Brennan Scott. To Kell, he's going to drive. A nice move along the baseline. His shot is up. Good. As the first half comes to a close, the Wildcats have the lead, 24-22. So a little bit of a flurry. I think a 6-0 run for the Wildcats, and somehow the Wildcats managed to head to the dressing room with a 24-22 lead. Mark?
Yeah, they were actually outscored 16-15 in the second quarter, David, so they're going to have to shore that up as they have a narrow lead with only 2 points at the half, 24-22.
Let's take a break here. We're going to send it back to the station once again, 24-22. We are on prepradio.com. We are streaming this game live on our Prep Radio channel on YouTube. We're also on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Our individual game sponsor is Nathan Miser. Mark will have the stats done for us in a bit. We'll also look at the Lady Wildcats win tonight. Oak Ridge on top, 24-22. Back to the Wildcat Arena following this timeout.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
How do you say the name? Tien Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. As for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, Jill Pruden Court, where at halftime the Wildcats hold a slim 24-22 lead over the Rebels of West High School. The Wildcats going for the triple sweep. Marquez, you've got the final statistics of the first half.
Thank you very much, David. Oak Ridge led in scoring in the first half by Lucas Searcy. He has 7 points for the Wildcats. He's 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points by Jamison Updegraff. He's 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Grayson Strader off the bench. He's 2 of 2 from the field. 4 points also by Kel Slater, 2 of 6 from the field. 3 points by Brennan Scott. He's 1 of 1 from beyond the three-point line. And 1 point by Flip Thompson, where he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, the Wildcats are 10 of 31 from the field. They're 9 of 17 in twos. They're 1 of 14 in threes. As I said, they seem to be relying a lot on the three-point shot, 1 of 14. And they're 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Now looking at West, the scoring is short and sweet. Gabriel Pastrana has 15 points. He's 7 of 13 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and Will Biven has the other 7 for the Rebels. He's, 3 of 4 from the field with a 3-point shot. As a team, the Rebels are 10 of 19 from the field. They're 8 of 13 in twos, 2 of 6 in threes, and they're 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Wildcats led by 3 at the end of the first quarter, 9-6, but then were outscored 16-15 in the second quarter. But they were able to hold on to the lead by 2, where the Wildcats lead at half, 24-22. Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats were victorious by a final score of 68-19. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Ayanna Porter. She had 14. Samaj Clark had 11. Gracie Heron with 10. 10 points for Jenna Johnson. 5 points by Kate LaFoon and Demetria Strickland. 4 points by Emily Lindsay, Lauren Hart, and 3 points by Anaya Porter. 2 points by Cannon Green and Lindsay Cleveland. Demetria Strickland also had 5 points. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. Lead scorer for the West High Rebels, they had 4 individuals with 5 points. That was Amani Harden, Aisha Aduraquib, Kaylee Newman, Jade Robinson, and then Ashlyn Stewart had 2 points for the Lady Rebels. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 21-1. Outscored the Lady Rebels 12-5 in the second quarter, take a 33-6 lead in the half. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats again outscored the Lady Rebels 23-9 to take a 56-15 lead into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter, the Lady Wildcats again outscoring the Lady Rebels 12-4 this time for a final 68-19. Game before that, the boys JV were victorious 79-58. David?
Mark, I was looking at the statistics for Gracie Heron coming into this season. She has 415 points in her career, 255 career rebounds. So she's not going to hit 1,000, missing her entire senior year until right now, but 500 would be a really good goal for her. And she got 10 tonight, so hopefully she can get 75 more points before the end of the year. That's just an individual goal. I'm sure Gracie would rather get to the state tournament. Halftime's about over. West's a little slow at coming out of their dressing room. Of course, they have to dress all the way over in the other gym. 24-22 our score. We'll take one more break. We'll be back with the second half in a moment.
Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 24-22 the score. The Wildcats are going to get the ball first to start the second half. Mark, what do you think Coach Green told the guys at halftime? Get Mark's mic working here once again. Oak Ridge basketball, Jamison up to Graff with it, top of the circle. Works the ball back out to Kell, and the ball deflected out, and last touch by Oak Ridge. So not a great start for the Wildcats. What do you think Coach Green said at halftime?
I think they're going to have to penetrate and dish out, and I think they're going to have to get Kell to take over this game. I mean, as I said earlier, David, as Kell goes, usually the rest of the team does as well.
Here comes Pastrana driving right. They get a three off from the corner. It's up, no good. Nice rebound by Lucas Searcy. He pushes it up the floor to Flip. Flip's going to give it inside. Nice fast break by the Wildcats and finished off by Jamison up to Graff.
Yeah, very nice play. Good job by Jamison Updegraff getting down the court and giving his teammate a target as number 5 for Oak Ridge. That's Flip Thompson. He gets his first foul as the first team foul of the Wildcats for the second half.
Wildcats by 4. Here's Pastrana driving in off the glass shot. No good. The Wildcats' biggest lead, 7. That was a 9-2 lead as the Wildcats throw the ball away again. The Wildcats not too focused. And looking at Coach Green, he's not getting upset, at least visually. I think internally he's probably steaming right now.
Yeah, I would think he's approaching a boil very quickly down there, David, as the defense just breaks down.
And the Wildcat lead is at only 2. It's 26-24 now. Wildcats with it to Kel Slater. The Wildcats have 2 more games to go against rival Fulton on Saturday, and then they'll take on rival Clinton on Monday. So it's a good way to close it out with some focus ball games, Fulton and Clinton. Oak Ridge ball, Kel Slater for 3. On its way, no good. Nice putback shot, good. Count it, and he's fouled. That's a great play by Jamison Updegraff, the future lawyer.
Yeah, that was a great job that time. He had a perfect position for that rebound. He did not come down with the ball and go back up. I mean, that's something a lot of players ought to pay attention to. You don't have to come down and go back up for the shot. Just take the ball back up while you have it in the air.
Free throws up, no good. And Jamison's missed 3 free throws tonight. The Wildcat lead remains at 4. 28-24, 6:28 to play. The Wildcats, as of late, on the home ball games, with the exception of the Alcoa game the other night, that have struggled a little bit. Carnes and Campbell County come to mind as not having played their best ball here at the Wildcat Arena. Here comes a terrible pass. Pastrana was throwing it to the old Pastrami Deli over there at the other one, which is no longer in existence. 28-24 the score. 6:09 to play. I know that was bad, Mark. I apologize. Oak Ridge basketball, 4-point game, 28-24. Shauna Hayes listening to our broadcast tonight, doing camera work up top. I've tried my best to keep the dings from coming in. They haven't been as frequent as they have been as Oak Ridge throws the ball away again. Kell tried to get it to Lucas Searcy, but the Wildcats turn it over. Just not mentally focused here tonight, Mark.
Yeah, they don't seem like they're into this game tonight for some reason. I don't know if they're not impressed with the competition or what, but their heart's not in it. I can tell.
There was a trip right there. They should have called a foul, but I didn't see it actually touched by a Wildcat. Maybe I just missed it. As Noah Johnson comes back into the ball game, and Braden Latham checks out for the Rebels. 28-24 the score. Their basketball. West now moving left to right here, wearing their all red pants, red jerseys, white numerals, little blue trim, but not much. The Wildcats at their home white and cardinal. 28-24 Oak Ridge by 4. As I mentioned, the Wildcats' biggest lead was 7. Game started at 9-2 as there's going to be a travel called against the Rebels. Just one extra step there. But then the Wildcats saw the Rebels, just kind of come back and actually take a 13-12 lead. The Wildcats had a late flurry in the second quarter to take the lead back and only lead by 2 at the half. As the Wildcats facing a very aggressive zone 2-3, and they kind of match up a little aggressively when the Wildcats get it at the top. Here comes Lucas working to the right. You can tell it's a pretty well-coached team as Oak Ridge kicks it out to Kell, sets and plants. A three-pointer is good.
We needed that.
Yeah, for sure, and Kell needed it for sure.
Yeah, he did. His first three-pointer of the night, David. He's now 1 of 2. He did not attempt any in the first half.
And Oak Ridge has the lead up to 7 once again at 31-24, and Pastrana puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Lucas Searcy. Down the floor comes Oak Ridge leading as the Wildcats working into Jamison. His shot is blocked because he is fouled. Thought they might call it just a jump ball, but Mr. Porter comes over to tell us it is a personal foul against West, and Jamison will go to the free throw line. Came into this game as our leading free throw shooter at 80%, but tonight has struggled a bit, which is so unusual for him.
Yeah, he was 25% going into that shot, David, and he missed it. He's now 1 of 5.
And he's upset with himself. He is a perfectionist for sure in all aspects of life, and not too happy with his free throw shooting. He is playing well tonight, though, except at the line there. 31-24 Oak Ridge, 4:37 to play third quarter. Here's the senior up there. Good. That's a pretty shot. And the Wildcats have their biggest lead. It's up to 8 now, 32-24. The Wildcats putting pressure on in the rear court. If you remember the ball game at West, Bivens had a phenomenal first half, but I think we held him scoreless in the second half. Let's see what we can do with Bivens here in the second half. He's a great player. And who was the other guy who had scored the most points for them in the first half? There's only like 2 guys that really had done the scoring. Wow. You talk about a phantom charge that nicely was set up by Lucas Searcy. A little bit of a flop there, and Biven gets called for the foul. What do you think about that one, Mark?
Yeah, he just kind of reeled him in like on a fishing pole, David.
And here come the Wildcats down the floor. So Kell's going to work it out to the top to Brennan Scott. The Wildcats with it in the corner. Back to Brennan it goes. Brennan calls the play and works around a screen by Lucas. Takes an elbow shot. It's partially rejected. Knocked out of bounds by West. Should be Oak Ridge's basketball. They haven't called it.
It
Didn't
is.
see anybody signal. Now they do. It is Oak Ridge's basketball. 3:58 to play. It's been a quick night here. Just barely 8 o'clock here. We started the game early because of the running clock we had in the other game. Once again, Oak Ridge with the basketball. Kel Slater works it out to the top of the circle to Jamison Updegraff. Senior, he'll be recognized Monday on senior night as the Wildcats. Kel Slater attacks the rim, goes up for the shot, missed it. Rebounded by Darren Osborne. Darren sets it out once again to Brennan. Around to the top, it goes to Lucas. Back to Brennan. Nice little fake. Pulls up, little 10-footer. No good. Lucas gets the rebound. Put back shot. Good. And Oak Ridge leads by 10.
Great job rebounding there by Lucas Searcy. It paid off for him. He got 2 more points. He now has 9 in the ballgame.
And the Wildcats have their biggest lead at 10 points, 34-24 the score. West, very few timeouts have been called in this game as the Rebels work it inside. Wildcats look like almost a clean block there by Jamison, but he's going to be called for the foul. I think that's going to send Brandon Latham to the line. How many points does Kell have in the ballgame right now, Mark?
Kell's at 7 points, David. He finished the first half with 4, so he's gotten 1 3-pointer here in the second half. As the first free throw up by Latham, no good.
Braden Latham, they don't list their heights, they don't list their class. He's a lefty, it looks like, as he goes to the line, puts the shot up there, and no good. Rebound this time pulled away by Darren Osborne. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Kell at the free throw line, drives the paint, goes in for the shot, good. Kell now with 9 points, but more importantly, the Wildcat lead is 36-24. Rebels with the basketball. Once again, Latham in, goes in for the shot, no good. Good rebound there by Darren Osborne. The senior pulls it away, and here comes Kell down the floor. Kel Slater with it. Top of the key, will not shoot. Backs it up to Brennan. Brennan Scott to Jamison Updegraff for 3. No good. Tip back up by Darren. Saved by Lucas. Takes one dribble, gets position, goes up for the shot. Good. And he's fouled. Lucas Searcy will go to the free throw line.
Number 10 picks up, I believe, his 4th foul, David.
Number 10 is Hunter Watts. We haven't really called his name out much because he has sat on the bench most of the time tonight. As Lucas goes to the line and converts the three-point play, and Oak Ridge leads 39-24. So after leading 24-22 after one quarter, the third quarter has been totally dominated by Oak Ridge. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I didn't see much contact there. Porter saw it. That's all that matters. And I think Brennan Scott's going to be called for the personal foul.
Yeah, that'll be Brennan's first foul of the ball game, David. Team 3rd of the half.
Lady Wildcats won the District 3 championship tonight. There's a missed shot rebounded by Lucas. Lady Wildcats beat the Lady Rebels 68-19. They have a share of at least the half of the championship as Oak Ridge works it out to Kell. Won't shoot. Now penetrates the paint, goes in for a shot, partially rejected and taken away by number 10, Hunter Watts. Here come the Rebels down the floor. 39-24 the score. Gabriel Pastrana in front of the West bench to our right. Down below us at Jill Pruden floor. The court is named for her. The arena is still the Wildcat Arena as Latham goes up for the shot. No good, partially rejected. Pastrana back off the glass, good. And West will call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:53 to play third quarter. 39-26 Oak Ridge. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. 1:53 to play third quarter. 39-26 Oak Ridge trying to finish the district season undefeated. They are 9-0 coming into this district ball game. If they win, they'll finish at 10-0. It'll be the third straight year Oak Ridge has not lost a district game. Kell for 3 is up, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Lucas Searcy, though. And the Wildcats reset it once again. There's Brennan Scott. He launches the three-point shot for the sophomore, and Oak Ridge leads 42-26.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, David. He has 6 points for the Wildcats as the Wildcats lead 42-26.
Minute 25 to play, third period. Lady Wildcats, as I mentioned, have a share of the championship with the Powell Lady Panthers, which has 2 more regular season ball games to go Saturday night here at the Wildcat Arena against the Fulton Falcons. Not great defense there. I think Grayson kind of let his man get an angle on him, and Noah Johnson draws the foul. And that'll be Saturday night, Oak Ridge and Fulton. You remember just about 4 or 5 years ago, I guess T and them were still playing, when they had to get the fire marshal to close the doors because too many people had come into our spacious, very big Wildcat Arena, and Oak Ridge annihilated them that night by 50 points. After the year before, T had to hit that 3 to beat them by 1 over at Jody Wright Arena at Fulton.
Yeah, and as I remember, the game at Fulton was those doors were shut too because my son and I tried to show up at the halftime of the girls' game, and they would not even let us in at that point.
42-27 the score. A minute 1 to play here. Brennan thought about shooting a 3 again. Backs it up to Flip, who's back in the ball game. To Caden up to grab. Line drive 3 is up, no good. Rebounded by the West Rebels. 50 seconds to play. Here comes Will Biven for a 3. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Latham. Latham back to Pastrama, and he'll set up the offense for them. Pastrama drives against Brennan, pulls up and shoots a 3. It's good. Was it a 2 or a 3?
It was a 2.
Down the floor will come the Wildcats. 30 seconds to play, leading 42-29. Wildcats had a big lead in the first moments of the ball game, then lost it. Then West actually took the lead on 4 different occasions. Now Oak Ridge holding a 13-point lead as we play for the final shot here in the third period. Caden up to grab, trapped. Out high, works it over to the top to Brennan. And then a timeout is asked for by Coach Aaron Green. We'll take another quick one. We haven't gotten a lot of breaks in. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
We wouldn't be able to have any of these stream ball games or the games on the FM 92.7 or Channel 15 without our sponsors. We appreciate all of our sponsors, our individual game sponsors, and our seasonal sponsors. 9 seconds to play. Oak Ridge playing for the final shot here. 6 seconds. Wildcats almost turned the ball over. There's a foul. And it's either going to go against Biven or Pastrama with 3.6 seconds to play. The Oak Ridge Wildcats didn't look really sharp out of that timeout on what they wanted to do here. Don't have much time here. 3.6 seconds. See if Flip gets a shot off. He has a three-pointer. No good. Hits the rim as the third quarter comes to a close. So the Wildcats, 8 minutes away from their third straight year of not losing a district ball game. They lead West in their first year in our district in a while. 42-29 at the half. After three quarters. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes. That's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. The fourth quarter just underway. The Wildcats holding a slim 13-point lead. It was 18 just a few moments ago. Wildcats come out here in the fourth quarter with Lucas Searcy, Flip Thompson, Kel Slater, Jamison, and Caden Updegraff. As they work the ball out for a three, that's number 5. He missed it. Rebound, Flip Thompson. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Flip's going to work the ball right side to Kel. Kel along the baseline, kicks it out to Jamison. Jamison in the paint, goes in for the shot off the glass. What a nice move there by Oak Ridge.
A really nice play is now Jamison with 12 points in the ballgame. Davis Wildcats lead 44-29.
7:18 to play in the ball game. The Lady Wildcats won 68-19. The boys junior varsity wins 79-58. Here's a steal by the Wildcats coming down the floor with a layup. Here it is. No good, but a foul is going to be called against the West High Rebels. That's going to send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. Nice play by the Wildcats, and Jamison will go to the line. The foul's called against Will Biven.
To the line for the Wildcats, David, will go Jamison Updegraff. He has been struggling from the line. He has 12 points in the ballgame, but he's 2 of 6 from the free throw line.
First shot is up, and it's good. Second toss on its way. This one's short. On the rebound will come the Rebels, trailing Oak Ridge by 16, 45-29 with 7 minutes to play in the basketball game. 2 more regular season ball games to go. Saturday, as I mentioned, against Fulton as Pastrana kicks one off the last good. Then Monday night, the Wildcats will take on the Clinton Dragons. Down for the basketball will come Oak Ridge again. 6:43 to play. The Wildcats have won 53 straight District 3 ball games, as there's another foul called against Gabriel Pastrana. And he fouls Oak Ridge, and that'll be the 7th team foul, and Oak Ridge will be shooting 1 and the bonus. And heading to the line for the Wildcats, it looks like it's going to be the senior, Kel Slater.
Kel in the ballgame, David, has 9 points. This will be his first attempt from the free throw line. A little unusual for him to wait to the fourth quarter to get to the free throw line.
45-31 Wildcats here, 6:39 to play. A little breakup on our YouTube. We apologize for that. And that free throw is good, and that is his 990th point mark.
That is so impressive. And, not many players can achieve 1,000 points, and he's very close to it.
9 points away, and here comes the Rebels down the floor. 6:35 to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge back by 16, 47-31. Knowing Kel, he doesn't care about the numbers, obviously, as they get a shot off. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Coming out of there with it. Should have been a foul. No call. Looked like, a mugging took place down on the Wildcat Arena with Lucas Searcy getting the worst end of it. Officer Swigert should have made an arrest there, but here comes Oak Ridge back the other way, and Kel has his shot blocked, and he is fouled, and he'll have another opportunity. I was going to say, he probably would have loved to get this 1,000th point against the Clinton Dragons, but I'd rather him do it tonight or Saturday, just when we need him to score points. Individual milestones are good, but we have bigger fish to fry than just individual records. As Kel knocks down the shot, and he's up at 992 right now. He'll go back to the free throw line. 48-31 Oak Ridge. Second toss, good. And now he is 7 points away, I believe, in getting that 1,000 point mark there. 6:12 to play. Oak Ridge by 18, equaling their biggest lead mark. Wildcats saw the Rebels cut it down to 13, but the Wildcats have built it back up to 18.
Yeah, Kel finished the first half with only 4 points, David, but now has 13, and we're just 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
5 minutes, 55 seconds to play in the ball game. 49-31 Wildcats, as they're going to call a foul against Lucas. That's a tough call. There's some contact there. Wildcats playing a little different lineup. Flip obviously has been working hard in practice because he's getting a lot of playing time in the last 2 or 3 ball games, Mark.
Yeah, I wonder if that's, rewarding Flip or, kind of letting Darren Osborne know that he's got to do more on the boards and on offense for the Wildcats.
Wildcats work the ball down the floor and throw the ball away. It's going to be a turnover. Then the ball's loose on the floor again, picked up by the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge driving in, coast to coast. Kel off the glass, no good. And Kel's going to go to the free throw line once again to try to get closer and closer to that 1,000-point mark. 5:32 to play. Wildcat defense starting to wear down the Rebels. We've seen that all season long. By the end of the ball game, typically our opponents are pretty worn out.
Yeah, they are. Kel doing a fine job from the free throw line. He's 5 of 5 from the line now with 14 points. So inching all that closer to his 1,000th point.
Here comes his second toss. This one's short. Rebounded, though, by the Rebels. Pulled down by Dane Britton. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this good free throw shooting because it doesn't seem to have helped us tonight as they put up a shot no good. Again, no good. Picked up and good on a putback bucket by Will Biven, and West has called a timeout. 50-31 is our score. 5:19 to play. Mark, Fulton always brings out the fans. Clinton always brings out the fans. We're going to close out our home schedule with some big crowds. Come early, support the Lady Wildcats, especially on Monday. It is senior night. The guys have 6 seniors that they're going to be recognizing. And Darren Osborne, Lucas Searcy, Caden Updegraff, Flip Thompson, Jamison Updegraff, and I believe that's all of our seniors. Yes, it is. So a good senior class, and we're going to be sadly missing them next year, but the junior varsity has just pummeled everybody, so they'll be okay. But you can't replace some of these, the character and the toughness of some of these guys. Lady Wildcats have 3 seniors they'll be honoring: Samaj Clark, along with Lauren Hart and Gracie Heron. So that'll be senior night Monday night. Come early and be a part of senior night. And, of course, come Saturday, be early because the crowd is always big when Oak Ridge plays Fulton. 50-33, 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Oak Ridge with it with Caden Updegraff. Caden's going to dribble in, penetrate the paint, go in for the shot. Here's his shot. It's no good. He does draw the foul. Wildcats in the lead 50-33. Let's see. It's going to be Caden at the line this time, who asked a pretty funny question on our TV show that we have each and every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 12. I won't repeat it, but it was funny, you have to admit. It's Caden's free throw is no good. A rare off-night shooting for these guys at the free throw line with the exception of Kell.
Yeah, he's kind of been the light at the end of the tunnel, really, for the Wildcats, David. Is now Caden is 0 for 1 on his attempt.
Back to the free throw line once again. We'll go Caden Updegraff, senior. And he missed it. Rebounded by Will Biven. 50-33. The Wildcats comfortably ahead, though. 5 minutes to play. Here's a deflection and a steal by Kell. He's trapped in the rear corner. He has trouble picking it up. Comes out of there somehow with it. And is going to bring the ball down the floor. Kell's going to work the ball in, turn it inside to Lucas Searcy for the layup. Good. Great unselfish basketball right there by Kell. And the Wildcat lead is 19 points.
Boy, he really set that up well for Lucas Searcy, David, as Pastrana comes down. Blocked shot by Osborne.
Here comes Oak Ridge's Jamison Updegraff going up for the shot. And it's, I guess it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Went high over the backboard there, and I guess it was just a deflection and a missed shot. And the Rebels have the basketball. 4:29 to play in the game. They launch a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Lucas Searcy. Trap gives it inside to Caden Updegraff. Caden brings the ball across the midcourt line, guarded there by Wren. Trapped by the Rebels, Wren and Biven. And it'll be a personal foul. Back to the free throw line will go Caden Updegraff. 52-33, the Wildcats are going to finish 3 consecutive years, Mark, undefeated in district play. They're going to win yet another district championship. In all 12 years that Oak Ridge has had Aaron Green as their head coach, they have either won the regular season championship or the district tournament championship. That's quite an accomplishment. And since Coach Paige Taylor has been the head coach, they have won the district every single year. This will be the 7th year in a row. First toss good, second toss good, and the Wildcat lead is its biggest now, 54-33.
Yeah, what a phenomenal record by both Oak Ridge coaches to, win the district every year that they've coached. One way is West now, surrenders as they substitute in mass. They have a whole new set of 5 on the floor for West High.
And here comes Caden Brightarp in the ball game. Here comes Baylor Wright in the ball game. Here comes Grayson Strader back in. Here comes Brennan Scott in the ball game. And Bryson Comer is in the ball game. I think I missed somebody. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. With it will come the Rebels. Number 11, that is Shannon Clark in the ball game. Swings it over to the left side to Kevin Jack. Jack's top of the key, works the ball to number 24. That's Ethan Shields. Down to number 13. His shot is no good. Brighthart on the rebound. Brighthart down the floor for the Wildcats. Caden with it. spelled with a K. Caden Updegraff spells his name with a C. Here comes Oak Ridge with it. Grayson Strader, top of the circle. Grayson drives in, penetrates the paint on the left block, goes in for the shot, a little strong. Bryson Comer has the rebound, goes back up with it, stripped out of his hands and taken away by West. 3:38 to play, and there's a lot of contact. A blocking foul is going to be called against Brennan Scott. 3:37 to play in the ball game. We might get out of here before 9 o'clock here tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I was telling Shauna it's going to be an early night for us. I might actually hit my bedtime.
54-33 the score. Shot is up, and it is good by Jason Gainey. I think that's probably his first points of the night.
It is.
Gainey gains another one, knocks in that one, and the Wildcat lead is 54-35, and play is halted, and we've got another timeout. 54-35 Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 60 seconds.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Ask me, Nathan Miser, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Mark, tomorrow the Oak Ridge boys freshman basketball team will take on the Heritage Mountaineers at 6 p.m. at the Wildcat Arena to close out their season. So no real junior varsity ball game. It'll be the freshmen playing tomorrow against the Heritage Mountaineers. No ball game as the Wildcats come down the floor and get a bucket with Caden Brightheart. So it'll be one game only at the Wildcat Arena against Heritage tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the Wildcat Arena. So Caden Brightheart is in the scorebook tonight, and he'll go to the free throw line with an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yeah, great to see him in the game for the Wildcats. They was shot up, no good, rebounded by West.
Here come the Rebels down the floor, driving coast to coast. Caden's got a steal. Here come the Wildcats back the other way. Caden Brightheart accelerates to the hole, block shot, taken on the floor by Brennan Scott, and loose on the floor, picked up by the Rebels. They're going to call a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball, I believe, to the Cardinal and Gray. They'll work the ball in with Baylor Wright along the baseline. 3:19 to play in the game. 56-35 the score. Wildcats working in Bryson Comer for the shot. Good. Bryson's got his first 2 points. 56-35 the score. 3:10 to play. The Wildcats playing with Bryson Comer, Brennan Scott, Grayson Strader, Baylor Wright, and Caden Brightheart. Rebels have a young lineup in as well. Here comes Gainey once again. He pulls up, takes a shot. No good. Rebound tipped and taken away by the Rebels. Number 23 has his shot blocked by Strader. Taken on the floor by the Wildcats. Brennan Scott down the floor. Harassed all the way down the floor. Good defense by West. Brennan just got his pocket picked. And with 2:43 to play in the ball game, here comes Kevin Jack. He jacks one up there. No good. Rebound. Rebounded by Baylor Wright. Taken on the floor by Brennan. Brennan drives to the hole. Finger rolls it up there. Good. Nice drive by Brendan Scott.
Well, you can really see a lot of potential for Brendan Scott, David. He's just a sophomore.
58-35 Wildcats. 2:20 to play. It was a close ball game, a 2-point game at the half as they launch a three. That's an air ball out of bounds. Missed that time by Ethan Shields. Saved, though, by the Rebels. Wildcats were up only 24-22 at the half, but the second half has belonged to the Wildcats.
Yeah, it has. You know, it was very close in the first half, David. It's just a 2-point lead for the Wildcats, but they've really blown them out here in the second half.
Missed shot by Gainey, pulled down by the Wildcats. Here's Caden to Brennan. They've got to get Baylor the ball. He's the only one out there that hadn't scored yet. He had a three the other night in the Alcoa ball game. Let's get Baylor right a bucket here. Bounce pass goes into Bryson Comer. Comer kicks the ball back out. There's Grayson for three. They need it. He nailed it. 3-point shot for Grayson Strader. And the Wildcat lead is up to 61-35. Nice shot there by Grayson.
Grayson now with 7 points in the ball game, David, as Wildcats lead 61-35 with 1:20 remaining in the ball game.
Taking it on down here from the Wildcat Arena. Oak Ridge going for the triple sweep here. We've done that a lot this season. The JV wins about every night. The girls and the guys have both had great seasons as well, both district champions. 61-37 after the bucket there by the Rebels. We've been broadcasting on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, all night. We've been on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Is missed shot there by Brennan, pulled down by Bryson. Bryson inside to Baylor right for the shot. Good. Oh, it's Grayson Strader once again. I was hoping it was Baylor. My apologies once again. I'm trying to get Baylor some points here. We've also been on our prepradio.com, which is the longest serving outlet that we've had over the last several years. Well, Channel 15 as well, after the mighty 1290 WATO went off the air. I love saying that so many times, and I miss WATO so badly. But we are on FM 92.7 now. It's a stronger signal, but unfortunately we have to pay for that. WATO was a community station. I have to pay for 92.7. That's why we have our sponsorships, and we appreciate all of our sponsors, including our game sponsors. 63-39 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Here comes Bryson with it, out to Grayson. Wildcats kick it out to Baylor. I think Coach Green says don't shoot. The final 16 seconds, the Wildcats have posted the final score. They have defeated the West High Rebels and have won every district ball game for the last 3 years. They win it by a final score of 63-39. The Wildcats close out 10-0 District 3 play. Lady Wildcats are District 3 champions. Co-champions with Powell. The Wildcats boys win it all by themselves. And the JV wins by a final score of 79-58. All in all, Mark Haste and Shauna, a really good night here at the Wildcat Arena.
Yeah, it really was, David. Anytime you can get a triple sweep, it is an awesome thing. And the Wildcats seem to do it more often than not, honestly. So great to win, I guess, sweep the entire district tonight for the boys.
I'll let you work on the stats here. I'll be speaking to Coach Green as well. He is having a heart-to-heart with Coach Gaddis down on the floor, the athletic director at Oak Ridge High School. Oak Ridge wins it 63-39. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena with a look at the stats or Coach Green following this 3-minute timeout.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Always good to hear Hayden Tarwater's voice here. He, of course, of the Oak Ridge High School football program. They're in weights right now under the new head coach of the Wildcats, Coach Scott Cummings, as the Wildcats have won all 3 ball games here tonight. Final score of the boys' game just complete was 63-39. Mark's still working on the stats. I'll recap once again what's going to take place in the next week or so. Saturday, we have no game on Friday except a freshman ball game, 6 o'clock against Heritage here at the Wildcat Arena. That'll be their final game. A lot of those freshman guys play in the junior varsity games, so they might get a chance to play a couple ball games. But on Saturday, the Fulton Falcons, a longtime rival dating back to the 50s, will be here at the Wildcat Arena. We expect a big crowd, so come on out. We'll have the games on YouTube. We'll have it on our Prep Radio channel, and we'll have it on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. That'll be Saturday. Then Monday, it'll be senior night. We have 9 seniors, 6 guys, 3 Lady Wildcats to be honored. Cheerleaders, I assume, will be honored as well. We have the ROTC senior night tonight here at the Wildcat Arena. Monday night, the Clinton Dragons, the 200th meeting between Oak Ridge and Clinton on the boys' side. And Wildcats trying to get back at the Dragons for beating them last Friday night at the Don W. Locker Gymnasium, 51-50. And that game will be Monday night, senior night, and that'll close out the regular season. Jim Bunch listening to us or watching our broadcast down from Texas. I agree with you, Jim. It was a good second half for the Wildcats. District tournaments begin Friday and Saturday of next week. The Lady Wildcats will play Friday at a time and team against a team to be determined. They'll be playing the winner of a game. So in the semifinals, they have already advanced to the region because they're in the semis. The guys will play on Saturday, and they'll be playing against a lower-seeded team because Oak Ridge definitely is the number 1 seed. The girls will be determining their seed tomorrow. I've mentioned several times tonight with a drawing tomorrow. Coach Taylor told me, Mark, that Coach Green is the person who's actually drawn the bad numbers, and she said that her daughter, Cannon Green, should draw the numbers because she has always drawn the good numbers at the state tournament. So maybe, and I was encouraging Cannon to skip school to go with Coach Taylor tomorrow to the district meeting. I think you've got the stats, though, but we need to get that top seed at the tournament next week.
Yeah, we do. We're going to need to focus on that, to get out your Ouija boards, whatever needs to happen, David. But we do need that top seed for the Lady Wildcats. Leading score for the boys tonight, we got 2 individuals with 14 points. That's Kel Slater and Lucas Searcy. Kel was 4 of 12 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Lucas was 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Grayson Strader came off the bench. He added 9 points for the Wildcats. He was 4 of 5 from the field, 8 points for Brennan Scott off the bench. Let's see, 3 of 7.
How many was Brennan?
Brennan had 8. He was 3 of 7 from the field. Let's see, also scoring for the Wildcats with 2 points was Caden Updegraff, 0 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 points also by Bryson Comer. 2 points by Caden Brightheart. 2 points by Caden Updegraff. I believe I already said that, but Flip Thompson had 1 as well for the Wildcats. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
How many did Jamison have?
Jamison had 13 points. I think I missed that one completely. He was 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. I ought to just start reading these straight down instead of trying to figure out who scored the most because I kind of lose track of them. So as a team, the Wildcats were 24 of 59 from the field. They were 20 of 38 in twos. They were 4 of 21 in threes. And they were 13 of 24 from the free throw line. So just over 50% from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the West High Rebels was number 0, Gabriel Pastrana. He had 21 points for West. They were 10. He was 10 of 18 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Let's see, 9 points from Will Bivens. He was 4 of 10 from the field. 2 points by Jason Gainey, Devin Martin, and Kevin Jack, respectively. 3 points from Dane Britton. Wildcats lead, or actually win tonight by a final score of 63-39. David?
Coach Aaron Green has joined us up here in the broadcast booth. The Wildcats victorious by a final score of 63-39. Coach Green, first off, congratulations. 3 straight years going undefeated in the district, and you'd already kind of sewed up the district championship. It's kind of a slow start to your team. Their 2-3 zone really caused you some issues because you struggled, one of the rare nights that you struggled really shooting from the perimeter in the first half. And then the second half, your defense got better, your offense got better, and just the tone of the ball game got better in the second half, and you end up blowing them out. Tale of 2 halves tonight.
Yeah, David, I was really disappointed in the first half just as a whole. I thought, we just looked, I don't know the word that comes to mind, lethargic. It's that's kind of how I'd have described it. Just their zone. We've seen zone all year. We've practiced against zone. But when that ball doesn't go in the hole, it can affect things a little bit, and I thought, we didn't make shots the first half, but, we didn't do a very good job guarding. We let, I think, 0, Pastrana, I think that's his name. I think he had 15 at half, which was not good, but, I was not, I got after a little bit at halftime, David, just with energy, body language, and just, kind of just a mindset more than anything else. But kids responded second half, and, what was a 2-point game at halftime, and, I think the end of the third quarter was up 13, so we outscored them, 11 or 12 there in the third, and then outscored them again in the fourth. So they responded. And, I told them after the game, when the season ended last year, if you told me this team would go 10-0 in the district, would I be surprised? At the time, right when the season ended, I didn't really know who was going to do what, without watching them play. But once we started playing in the summer and I got to see, these guys scrap and compete and I thought we had a chance to, to win the league. And but to go undefeated in our league is an accomplishment. I think the rest of our league at least had 5 losses, and, I'm just proud of them for that. But we'll enjoy that, and it is an accomplishment, David. But as you know, I'll say this. It's, really all it does is seed the district tournament. So we got 2 tough games left, and then district tournament, the following week. So it's about that time.
Coach, I wanted to point out a couple guys here tonight. I thought Grayson played a pretty good ball game. He did a good job on his rebounding. Finished almost with double figures here tonight with 9 points. You had your solid effort by Lucas and Kel tonight, both with 14 points. But I thought Grayson really played well. And I thought Brennan Scott played with a lot of confidence tonight as well, too.
They did. Grayson's been practicing well. And, I say it all the time to our guys, you'll play like you practice. And Grayson's had, put together a couple of good days of practice, and, he got rewarded for it tonight. Grayson's a kid that he's long. He can shoot it. Made it 3 tonight. He had a steal there in the first half for a layup. He blocked a couple shots, and again, he's a kid that can help us. And he's a kid, obviously, not looking ahead, but will play a major role next year. But obviously can give us solid minutes. And Brennan is coming. Brennan shot it well. We need his shooting, and he turned his ankle there a week or so ago, and he's starting to finally get back healthy. And he brings that scoring threat to the team, and especially against the zone, you're probably going to get a little bit more looks. So we need him shooting it well for sure.
Coach, you mentioned that we have 2 more ball games to go. The Saturday will be the Fulton Falcons coming in, and well, let me back up here. Tomorrow, I believe you have the final freshman game at 6:00 against Heritage here at the gym. Then Saturday, you've got the Fulton Falcons coming in, and you mentioned Monday, the last ball game. That'll be senior night. You got 6 seniors to honor against Clinton. So, got bang, 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 basketball, and then the tournament a week from Saturday.
Yeah, these last 2 games will be 2 of our tougher ones of the year, and it's set up that way for a reason. I've always liked, and Jody Wright, obviously ever since I've been here, we've played each other, and we put it at the end of the year for this reason because, I know that playing, Jody Wright coach teams are going to, help you get ready for postseason because they're going to defend you, and you're going to have to execute. And so, and the same thing, obviously, on Monday, with Clinton coming to town. So these are 2 games that, we'll worry about Fulton first. I know everybody's excited about the Clinton game, but, we got a Fulton team that's very, very talented, is obviously well coached, and, we'll have to play better than we did tonight to beat them for sure. They're a scrappy bunch. They're a lot like us, David. They're not overly, not very, very big, but they're very athletic. They shoot it well. Got great guard play, and they play pressure man to man, kind of like we do. They're going to be probably more aggressive defensively than any team we've played up until this point. And we're looking forward to the challenge, and got 1 day of preparation, so that'll these next 2 games will help get us ready for postseason for sure.
Coach, I watched him play and beat a really good Sevier County team on Tuesdays, and I wasn't very impressed. They've got twins out there, and they've got a new guy that joined them, I believe, from another school that just got eligible. So it will be a fine game. I still can't forget that 50-point blowout of them that one year. It was so incredible the night that the fire marshal had to shut the door. I think that was the year before, T had to hit that 3. Maybe it was 2 years before that to win the game. But it's a great series, and I'm looking forward to Saturday's game. And hopefully people will come early and support these guys and Lady Wildcats.
No doubt. And we've had some battles. I think there was a couple years in a row there back in 2014-15 where the loser of our game made it to the state championship game. Ironically enough, that year we beat them by 50. I think that was T's either junior or senior year, T. Higgins and them. They went on to win the state title. The year before that, they had beat us, I believe, or in 2014 we lost to Fulton the last game of the year and went on to, make the state final against Blackman. So, we've typically it's two good teams that have had a good year, and it's not any different this year. And like I said, they're they're extremely talented. They guard you. They're very athletic. Got good guard play, and it'll be definitely be a challenge.
One more thing, in the junior varsity ball game, you got your manager in the game, and I think he ended up scoring 8 points in the game.
Oh my goodness, Austin, man, that was great. I've got Austin in class, and he's a terrific kid, and I've kind of taken to him. Really, I love him. He's a kid that's got a big heart, and man, he's worn me out over the last couple of weeks about getting in the game, and I said, all right, man. So for his birthday, we got him a signed ball by the team, and I got him that uniform that he had. And, man, I said this next game, if we get up, we're going to get him in there. Man, he had 8 points in 2 minutes. And I appreciate, Knox West. They were very they cooperated with us, I guess is a good way to put it. And, man, I tell you, he shoots it like that, I'll put him in, David. I like shooters. I mean, my man made 2 threes and had a layup. He had 8 points in about 2 minutes. That made his day, and – I told the guys, and our guys know this. We take so many things for granted, as human beings. Really, I know I do a lot of times. But this is a kid that it made his year. Probably that's something he'll never forget. Just to play for 2 minutes, and I'm glad like I said, our guys were after the game was over, kind of jumping with him and excited and. That's what it's about. That kind of that sums up really our players, and they were very unselfish and just excited for him. But we've it put things in perspective, and he's and now he's wanting. The only bad part about David, now he's wanting in a varsity game, so I'm going to have to try to find a way to get him in there Saturday. I guess I get home Monday, but man, what a kid! I'm glad he hit a couple shots for sure.
Well done, Coach. I appreciate that, and I know the fans, and he did. And like you said, that'll be a memory for the rest of his life. Have a good practice tomorrow, and we'll talk to you Saturday night when the Fulton Falcons roll in.
Yeah, thanks, David. And if you're listening or watching the broadcast, we got 6 seniors. It's one of the best groups I've ever had. Period in my coaching career, top to bottom. Those 6 guys are class acts. They're tough. They're winners. Let's send them out on a good note with a great crowd, and not Saturday, but I know Saturday's before our senior night on Monday. But let's pack this place out. Got two good teams coming in here. Should be great environment.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Thanks, David.
Wildcats win at 63-39. The Lady Wildcats win 68-19. 79-58 was the score of the junior varsity ball game. I'll quickly run down the scoring for the girls, and I'll save Mark's voice here. The Lady Wildcats were led in scoring tonight by Ayana Porter, who had 14 points. Samaj Clark had 11. Demetria Strickland, 5. Lindsay Cleveland, 2. Anaya Porter had 3. Lauren Hart, 4. Cannon Green, 2. Gracie Herron got her first playing action of the year, scored 10. Kate LaFoon, 5. Jenna Johnson, 8. And Emily Lindsay had 4. Mark, any final comments?
No. Like I said earlier, it's always great to get a triple sweep, and that's what the Wildcats did tonight. So congratulations, Wildcats. It's great to be Oak Ridge Wildcat, like they say.
Our next broadcast of Oak Ridge High School basketball will be Saturday here from the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats taking on the Fulton Falcons, and that'll be our broadcast beginning at 6 with the girls' game and the boys' game at 7:30. For Mark and Shauna Haste, this is David Clary saying until Saturday night, so long, everybody.